I recognize you as the owner of a Maserati dealership. I'm not sure if you guys know about Quadruporte, but the Maserati Quadruporte, that's my car. And so when you get to meet the founder of Maserati, now here's the thing that I want everyone to hear, guys. Before I even knew who he was, I serviced him with 5-star customer service without knowing who the fuck he was. And it's when his car came back to me, I showed my wife, I said, honey, what's this website you're looking at here? She said, it's Maserati. I said, okay, just want to make sure. So the moral of the story is this. When you stay consistent to who you are, good or bad, you're going to attract circumstances that will make you lucky or unlucky. Let us say I was a dick to that client. What would have happened? That's number one. Number two, someone pissed my wife off. Someone pissed one of my wife's friends off. So I want you guys to hear this carefully. Someone pissed one of my wife's friends off. My wife is now studying credit repair. So we're going to open up a credit repair company and put some heat on that view that took advantage of her friend. Any feedback so far, girls?
She would be upset, and you would be upset.
Who would be upset for what?
Because somebody's disrespecting your wife.
Oh, no, I'm talking overall feedback. Come on, Sam. Overall feedback.
Hey, 10K, I have a question for you.
Go for it.
Yeah, I have a young lady in the audience. I was just explaining to her how the 10K call works like a link tree, but it's better than link tree. I know you do have some affiliate program. I didn't sign up for the affiliate program, but how does the affiliate program work if she wants to sign up?
Okay, no problem. So step one, I'm going to mod everyone on stage, but when Tiffany and Ursula arrive, I'm going to drop everyone to the audience and bring them to the very top, and then I'm going to remod everyone, okay? And the reason for that is very simple. And once I mod you guys, you can pull anyone up. You now have admin power. The reason I'm sharing this, the 10ksponsors.com is a collaboration with me, Tiffany, and Ursula. And they are working like freaking maniacs in the background to put certain pieces together. So every transaction that takes place in the room, some of the credit goes back to both of those young ladies. Also, can you pull your friend up, sweetheart? Let me answer any questions she has. What's her name?
Sarah.
Sarah, how are you? Let's pull Sarah up. Let's get Sarah in the building. Sarah, don't be shy.
Hello.
Sarah is in the house. Sarah, how are you?
I am blessed. Thank you for asking.
I believe my one purpose was to serve you, young lady. How may I serve?
Well, my question was, how do you make money from it? I mean, I understand, you use the links. I've had a couple people bring this to my attention. And I'm like, oh, okay, I have Linktree. That's great. I don't understand why and I can get all my links there. What is so different about this versus Linktree? And then also, how do I make money from it?
Beautiful. So the difference with this and Linktree, step one, most importantly, is that 10K Cards is a community. That's the first most distinguishing factor. The second thing is, we can give you the promo version for free, or you can get the basic version or the premium version. Here's the difference. When we give you the promo version, we put our advertising on the card for you. So while you're running around and sharing it with your friends and so on, and your friends decide to make a purchase, we're getting all the recognition from it. The basic version allow you no advertising from us, but it also allow you unlimited links. But when you step up to the premium version, that's a different conversation. So here's what the premium version does for you. The premium version is a one-time payment of $300. And whenever you share your card with someone else and they decide to make a purchase, you get 20% of that transaction. That's number one. Number two, we started a new program under the 10K. Seriously. We started a new program under the 10ksponsors.com. On the 10ksponsors.com, we will sponsor your rooms. When you open up a room on Clubhouse, and all you will have to do is to add your card in the title of the room. And once you add your card in the title of the room with your usual title, every time someone purchases a premium card, you will get $100 from it. When they purchase the basic card, you will get $25 from it. Are we on the same track so far, Queen?
Yes. Okay.
Any additional questions so far?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah, and I just want to say that I signed up. I got got rid of my link tree because I didn't like the way my link tree looked. This actually looks better than the link tree. Like the structure, the format, I was able to put all my links on it. And they set it up for me. That was the easiest thing ever. I didn't want to have to set up my damn link tree. It was done in like 2 seconds. So I got the paid version of it. And I think it's great. I was able to share all my contacts, just even text someone my card and all my links. So I appreciate you coming up with the 10K card because it is better for me. So that's there. I didn't sign up for the affiliate part of it yet, but I definitely have the product and I'm definitely using it, and I appreciate that part of it.
Brother Sean.
Girl, let me know when you do, because I'm coming in up underneath you.
All right. You want me to show you guys the power of collaboration, guys? All right, Sarah, let me ask you a question. Are you ready to sign up for the premium version?
I am, but I'm going to wait on Anika.
All right. Just understand you're talking to the founder and the CEO, okay? You're not talking to the sales agent. I have to go back and speak to this manager. Be careful. So the reason I ask you that question is very simple. And guys, full disclosure, as the founder and CEO of the company, which I am a black man, obviously, I was in a seminar one day, and I saw I think it was a Grant Cardone seminar actually. And after the presentation was made, he literally asked who was ready to take action. And when I look around the room, I saw about 50% of the room that looked like me walk out of the door feeling defeated. And in that moment, I made a promise to myself. No one was ever going to walk into any of my rooms, any of my presentations, any of my seminars, and walk out the door feeling defeated. Everyone has value. Everyone will be reminded as to how valuable they are, even if they have to. Even if they have to leave with the promo version. But to have anyone walking out feeling demoralized, that's not what we do at all. So here's a question I want to ask you, Sarah. If we were to get everything ready for you within the hour, would you be ready to pull the trigger and get the premium version? Again, be careful when you answer.
Talk to Anika. My phone is going crazy. Sorry, I'm doing business and in here. I'm going to speak with Anika on it and see what she wants to do because she's the one telling me about it. So I'm going to, whatever she wants to do, I'm down.
All right. So, Anika, here's what I'm going to do for you, sweetheart. If, and this is how we leverage now. If you can inspire Sarah, I didn't say get Sarah. If you can inspire Sarah to go to premium version and show her the value, I'll take $100 off of your upgrade, and I'll take $100 off the premium card for her. Okay, that both you guys decide to go in. I'm gonna go all in with you as well today. That's why I was telling you. Just let me know exactly what your position is, Queen, because I would never want to come into our queen sideways. Our kings are our queens. We are in an age where I believe in promoting individual and seeing their networking currency. Spotify knows people. Sarah knows people. You don't have to worry about the money when you know people. Because when you know people that's going to actually get the product from you, you're good to go. Another good news between Sarah and Spotify, you guys can even open up a room today and start promoting the message of your room. Once you mention the room is sponsored by 10K cards, everyone that purchases the premium version, which is the version that you will have, then you'll get $100 on every transaction. You may ask, why am I doing this? Because hard work will bring you everything you want. Any feedback so far, guys?
I like what I'm hearing so far. I'm just going to go over, click the link, and then I'm going to read about the affiliate part of this one. And then click it from there. And then once I do that, then I'll put it in my bio and stuff.
There we go. As soon as you're ready, if there's any question you need, always ask me. Also, guys, I'm very public and transparent with everything I do. So don't ever take anything Sean does personally. I put it all on me. Okay, so you will sit in the audience, even on stage, and you'll watch me do it everyone the very same way. Because in my approach, I hope to inspire or trigger someone else to think differently. And one of the things that I want to share with you girls is at the end of the day, I don't want to see you on Clubhouse just hanging out, chilling. And when you're looking at free items, remember, 20% of free is free. 50% of free is free. So whenever there's a free version available, always seek to get the paid version as soon as you can and see if there's a reward system structured within the product you're using. All right. With that said, I'm waiting for Ursula to get to the room. Queen Tiffany, try to get Ursula to the room as soon as possible so we can reset the stage really quick. I want to pull you and Ursula to the top, and then I'll shuffle up the stage. And where's Don? Okay, he'll be back, I guess. Is there anyone that want to say anything important right now before we get into the introductions? Hello? Oh shit, Coach, give me a great idea. Coach, give me a freaking great idea. That's what we're gonna do from now on. Guys, look at Coach's PTR.
Yes.
I love it. Coachesthebomb.com, y'all.
Yo, Coach, just give me a freaking great idea. I am taking that shit right now. Guys, if you want to do what Coach just did, all you have to do is to PTR your touching the button that says scan my card, and then your QR code pops up, screenshot it, and then you can make that as your profile picture on Clubhouse. I'm doing mine right now.
Mine's has been that way.
Damn, you see? God damn, I'm late to the game. I am late to the damn
I've been
game.
doing that for over a week.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I noticed that, Michelle, but I didn't know what
it was, right? Michelle, let's do it. Let's do a little different, Michelle. Click on the button that says scan my card, and then your QR code pops up. And then when your QR code pops up, screenshot the image, and then post it up on your as your profile picture. The reason for that is if someone try to scan your card right now, it's not gonna pop up because the edges are cut off. But if all four corners are in the window, you are good to go. All right, guys. So let's get into.
Can I ask you a question? So would they scan it on another phone so they can have access to it if it's on my picture?
That is correct, Queen. Once they put the camera at the QR code, your card is gonna pop up on their phone.
Got it. Thank you.
How cool is that?
It's amazing. That's why I have my 10K card.
That girl sure know how to make me blush, I swear. You can't be getting the black eye blushes so much in the morning anyway. Shit, I didn't even have coffee yet.
Oh, here you go, my brother. Thank you.
There we go. There we go. All right, so let's get into some more introduction, quick guys. As soon as Queen Tiffany arrives on stage, then we're gonna reset the room. Captain Greg, what's up, bro?
Nothing. Actually, I had a request yesterday regarding the QR code. Is there a way that I could get the version that could be printed? It would be like a PNG or a PDF file. It'd be like a high quality photo.
Yep. So what we do when you want to get one printed, just request the high resolution. Just let us know you want us to print it, and we will send you the high resolution version. Hey, Greg,
Do we request that? Do we request that from support, or how do we? What's the channel for it?
Go to support. The same edit your card. Just request it right over there. One of the boxes is gonna say, in fact, I'm gonna relabel one of the boxes where you can actually put special requests. So in the special request box, you'll just put I want to get a QR code. I want to print QR codes, and then we'll know to say the high resolution version. Okay, but I got you, Greg. I'm definitely on that. All right, guys, let's do a couple of quick mod intros. Let's try to keep it under a minute, and then after that is done, we're gonna start. We're gonna reset the stage the moment Queen Ursula is here. And hey, you know what, guys? 1 second. I'm gonna reset the stage and pull Tiffany up when Queen Ursula come. Because it's already 10:30. When Queen Ursula come, we'll do the reset again. So I'm gonna start moving members to the audience. Dory, start with your intro, please.
Hey everybody, I'm Dory. I work in healthcare, I work in the community, and I also bake cakes. I am just right now, I'm kind of learning, trying to figure out, how I'm going to start this business and everything, make it more public. But I know a whole lot about the body, the brain particularly, and my club I have on Clubhouse actually is called the Brain Bunch. You're welcome to join. I just educate people I speak, and I'm applying to medical school next year. Woo! That's me.
Oh, Queen.
Here we
Yes,
go.
ma'am.
With that said, Tiffany, can you introduce yourself, Queen?
Hi, everybody. Oh, yes, I do wake up like this every single day. You know why? Because I'm part of the 10K Card family. It's just something about being a part of this family that gets my blood flowing every single morning. And also, I have to get in here because you don't know what's going to happen at 10K Card's house. We have surprise guests. People drop in at the list that we are accumulating of high net worth, high performing individuals who need a 10K card. And on that note, welcome to the 10K Card's house, everybody. We want you to get paid for modding your own room with our 10K sponsor. And we got a few to share with you today. I'm Tiffany, the Y CEO. I teach folks how to build trust and credibility as a business coach. And I also teach folks how to transition gracefully from their corporate jobs into their own brand. Because what we don't want to do is burn the bridges on the way out if we can avoid it. We want to leverage those dollars and get the best severance package to invest in our business. Then we want to turn around and say, hey, partner with us because we know your business because we worked for you for over 2 or 3 decades. We're your best partner. Let us help you. Hire us now to work with you. And then we're going to control our own dollars, y'all. We're going to control our own money, our own bag. So, yes, we're so excited. And I can tell you here in the 10K Card family, we're here to help you because we want you to be rooted, grounded with actionable knowledge. We don't want you doing this fakery thing I see out here in these clubhouse streets. No, we want you to be authentic and real because each one help one. If you one step ahead of somebody else, you can help somebody coming behind you. So I can say to you, 10K Cards is about helping you activate yourself, validate yourself, and help you be the entrepreneur that you are meant to be. And we want you to be your own boss because you'll never have to feel like you're working a day in your life. When you wake up in the morning, you can say, I woke up like this, like Beyonce, because I'm in control of my own life. I'm also known in the great state of Ohio as the Breakers Game. That kind of happened by accident, y'all. But I'm so glad that it did. Because I went to the Supreme Court and I said, you know what, Supreme Court? I'm a mom. I'm a real person. And what's going on out here in these financial streets is not right because our mothers have an equal footing in every contract that our spouses enter into. And guess what? Our contract with them supersedes your contract. And I don't have to pull out a Bible scripture for that. That's the law. And they said, let's clarify that law because it's not okay that we're an option. No, y'all cannot ignore us. You got to come through us too. That's why we raising the babies. I'm going to make sure that you get recognized. So I've been a Breaker Change for a long time, y'all. And I love what I do. Thank you so much for allowing me to introduce myself because I went all deep in on it, y'all, because it was lit last night. That's all I can say. Y'all need to come to Clubhouse After Dark as well because you don't know what's going to happen up in these clubhouse streets. Ain't that right, Queen Anna?
Good morning, sweetness. I feel like I went to bed at midnight last night with most of you. I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces from last night. Did you guys all just sleep with each other through this night on Clubhouse? Because it's so nice to see you all here again this morning. And you're right, there's such FOMO going on when I see Sean open up a room because Lord only knows what happens, especially after dark. But I'm Anna. I'm a team leader and listing specialist here in Chester County, Pennsylvania. I'm also a certified mentor, and I do have a small team of my own, but I also have 196 agents under me across different states. So if you'd like to learn how to be in real estate and own your real estate business and not be reactive and always running around like a chicken without a head, I might have something to share with you. This is my 9th year in real estate, and at this point, I personally do about 50 listings a year. I work about 20 hours a week, and loving life.
Love it, love it, love it. What to do, guys? This is the last time I'm going to be resetting the stage like this today. We're going to pull Ursula up to the top So as we're finished with the intros, I'm just going to drop everyone's audience, bring them back up, just to get Ursula to the top. What's the reason for this? The 10kcars.com room, hosted by 10K sponsors, I'm in partnership with Ursula and Tiffany on this project. And everyone that's hosting their own room, we want to make sure they get the credit. So every transaction that takes place within the room, it has to pass through the founders of 10ksponsors.com, the admin, sorry. So that's the reason why we're doing it. We're here to support everyone. We're here to help everyone win. And yep, we're going to do some business today. So with that said, Kenyatta, get into your intro, please, while I reshuffle the stage. Kenyatta, the mic is yours.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kenyatta. How are you? Hi. Hello. I am actually out walking right now, so I'm in the fresh air. Doing absolutely the opposite what I'm supposed to be. I think in the state of
Oh, you're in the vortex, Queen. Kenyatta. Oh, we lost you.
Check my bio.
Okay. Oh, there she is. Oh, Queen, we lost you. Can you back up? We lost you. You were gone for a minute.
Oh, wow. Okay. So basically, if you want to connect with me, Kenyatta10k.com. And I'm a real estate agent out of the state of Illinois and loving life. Here to just be a part of this amazing room.
Oh, I love it. Love and light. Thank you, Queen Kenyatta. I appreciate you bringing that joy up here. Oh, the Queen herself has arrived up here as well. Our co-collaborator, administrative collaborator, Queen Ursula. How you doing?
I'm absolutely excited because let me tell you what just happened. What we talked about last night, I put into action today. So I ended up on the TED Talks curator stage, and I opened by saying the person's name and thanking her for bringing me to the stage. I ended by saying that I'm in a joyful place because I found Clubhouse, 10K cards, and the person I followed into the room. And that had benefits because the person that I followed into the room responded very nicely because I said, Sean, for guiding us through that exercise last night.
I can't take the credit. I have to thank Anna because when Anna comes into our environments, the challenge will always be on. Okay, so Anna, that goes back to you. And Anna, that is pure testimony that whenever we're on stage, we need to keep going toe to toe, Queen, because we're going to benefit someone from that interaction.
Oh, I know it. Listen, I told the room already. That's like your foreplay. I totally get what's going on here, Sean.
I don't know why you're
Mom and Dad are fighting again.
There you go. I don't know why people mess with strawberry and whipped cream when you can just hang out and chill with Anna. Come on, guys.
Oh, it went dark.
Anna, it's 10 p.m. It's not 10 p.m. as yet.
I love Anna so much.
Oh, the foreplay has begun, Jesus. Oh, I love it, y'all. I was on Zach's stage over there, and I jumped in that room right before I came over here. And here's the power of leverage, you guys, because we've been telling you about this, and we want you to know that we are actually doing what we tell you. We don't just come up in here and pretend, y'all. Zachary is a powerhouse in and of himself, and he's doing a training course. But when I mentioned my 10K card, because it's on my lips automatically, I think someone came in with a hot mic. But I said, I'm Tiffany, the wife CEO, and introduce yourself. I want to thank you for allowing me to come up here because I'm about to say, make sure you join us at the 10K Cards room right after this room because we're going to share with you the power of the 10K card. And then Zach jumped in and said, exactly, because you're going to visit Zach10K.com because I got my 10K card and you better get one too. Look at that free endorsement for 10K Cards House, y'all. Powerful. And Zach is a powerhouse in and of himself, and he's legitimate. So, and guess who I followed into that room? My sister, Queen Valley, because remember what we said, it's going to be a valid room that is a safe space for you to come into, especially if you're new to Clubhouse. There's a whole lot of shenanigans going on out here. But if you see us on the stage, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be somewhere where you can get some value. And then if we feel like something is coming across and it's not okay, we'll tell you, especially if you ask us. So feel free to ask us. Use us as a resource. Queen Anna is a real estate powerhouse, which means she's seen everything in the residential real estate space and probably some other spaces too. Make sure you tap into us and say, hey, what do you think about this? I don't want to waste my money. I want to make sure that I invest my resources where I can grow. That's what we want you to do up here in the 10K card. Oh, I'm not going to get preachy. It's not even 12 o'clock. And like 10K said, I'm drinking tea, but I haven't had my coffee yet. But it's okay because we all know what coffee going to bring to the table when she roll up in here too. So I'm just dropping y'all just a little hint that something is coming, that Queen Coffee just done rocked our world. And I'm so excited about it, right, 10K? I can't tell y'all what it is yet. But it's powerful. And 10K is probably working in the back office. And when we're up here, know that Queen Ursula and I are here to help guide you. You know, we're not on salary. We're here to help you. We do get a benefit as well, and we are collaborating also. But mainly our focus is to help you. We're not here to take from you. We're here to build you up. And like Queen Dory is, I love seeing her graduation hat there. It's powerful. I love what she says she's doing to help others. Make sure that while you're out here doing good, that you're also helping people connect with you, because the spaces out here are so crowded. The one thing you can do to separate yourself from the pack and from the crowd to rise above to another level is to get a 10K card. When I first came onto Clubhouse, you know, I didn't stay before a minute because my child told me to get over here because he thought it would be interesting for me. And then he bounced like, oh, I'm not really on the, you know, I was like, whatever, son, I love you too. He said, but I think you can get value there. And then he was gone. That's how my child operates. He drops out and he poops like a little ghost. And I said, okay, let me see what's going on. I landed in these rooms, and I was only migrating mainly in spaces where I was interested. But I kept hearing people say something about 10K cards. And so I started Googling 10K cards, and no, I didn't know what it was called. I said, it's called 10 cards. So I started coming up with different searches. I'm like, I don't know what this is. So after about a month or so, I said, you know, let me go back in here and see if I can find out what Clubhouse is about and how to find out what this digital card is everyone's talking about. Because even on the podcast that were playing out here for some of the houses, they still kept mentioning 10K. I'm like, what is this? And I landed in the NFT space, y'all. I went all deep in. I'm like, well, okay, it must be an NFT card. Let's see what's going on up here. But when I came back, and I just landed in the perfect room at the right time, Sean 10K was actually on the stage talking about the 10K card. Because the other rooms, he had either just, you know, he's like a superhero, like Batman or something. He had just swooped in there, and then he was out. And so I wasn't in there at the time he was talking. So this time I was in there, and someone was talking, and he jumped in. He said, let me make sure that I explain this, my brother, because he was talking about the 10K in a different way. He said, let me make sure everyone here understands what it is that I do. He had my 100% attention because, number one, if you got this many people with your name on their lips, then this must be a valuable product. And where can I get it? So naturally, when he finished, he said, you can come to the 10K cards room, and I will show you how. And then, you know, here's my link. And, of course, I was all in that because I wanted to see. And when I started seeing people's 10K cards, it blew my mind. I said, you know, this is exactly what I've been looking for. Because I've been into technology for years. I've seen Linktree. I've seen Link in Bio. And none of them satisfy. And I bought them all. And none of them satisfied me. And I canceled them all. I'm like, well, this is not the image I want to give. And when I saw 10K cards, and he actually took the time to show me what it meant, I said, you know what? I got this. I'm going to dive into this. I took a day to go through the card to see what all it could do because I'm a tinkerer. And I'm like, this is freaking awesome. Let's see how I can leverage this. But when I first got there, I said, just tell me how much it costs. What do I need? Tell me what to get, because I'm trying to hit the ground running. I don't want to waste any time, because I'm thinking it's going to be one of these programs where you start at one level, then you go to another level. I was like, just tell me what I need to get going right now. You don't have to It's sold to me already. And he said, here you go. You need a premium card. I got that premium card. It just blew my mind. I said, so is this a monthly charge? And he's like, no, it's a one-time fee. I'm like, seriously? That's it? Because I know the power of leveraging a tool like this. And normally when you get something that's going to add this much value to your business, it's a monthly fee. Now go out there and tell Kadavi or one of the other membership platforms that you want to try their product for a one-time fee, see what you get. You get a bill, they're like, here's your annual one-time fee. It's annually. Because last time I took Zoom, here's your annual fee. You want a one-time fee? Here's your annual fee. So I can tell you that 10K cards, and when I saw this, I knew this man was really invested in us. I'm like, his heart is in this. He really wants us to know what this means for our business. He wants us to leverage and be successful. And that's when he also started collaborating, and I'm sure he's been doing this the whole time, with other people to connect with us because he wants us to make more money. He said, let me get some sponsors in this. Let's get some skin in the game here. So you got to have skin in the game in order to leverage all of the resources. That's why we keep saying, get your premium 10K card. That's your skin in the game. That's your doorway into monetizing yourself. Number one, it gives you validity. It validates you as a real human being, not one of these fakers out here on Clubhouse, because you can then link. Now, we ain't going to make you something, but you can link your other resources to your card for people to follow this grid to validate who you are. They go to every social media contact, every phone contact, and I advise you all to set up a separate line, especially if you know you're going to be funneling people into your business so that you can get some peace in the valley. Make sure you have a different number for your business as well. It's up to you. It's optional. I have many different lines. I have a phone system, actually. But what I can tell you is you need to make sure that you're leveraging every opportunity, and at every task, every link that you have connected to your 10K card offers more validity to who you are as an individual. Because what I see coming down the pipeline in the future is some folks going to get in a lot of hot water for pretending that there's something that they're not. And we don't want that to be part of what you're doing. We want you to be validated. And that's why we partner with you to help you find out what it is you want to do, how to structure it, and how to make sure that you're offering someone a quality product. So we really appreciate everything that Mr. Sean 10K has done to help us leverage who we are. So today, you're in the 10K Cards house. Make sure you hit that green house at the top. Green stands for what? Money, 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 money. Money. We want you to get paid for modding your own rooms with 10ksponsors.com. This is not a gimmick. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is none of that. This is legitimate business. And our sponsors include the likes of Payments, which is powerful. And actually, on that note, I just looked down and saw King J-Lo. Hey, King J-Lo, how are you doing?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Tiffany. How are you?
Oh, blessed and highly favored and empowered to prosper, my brother. I'm just so excited. I know you're probably tired. You've been traveling. You're the second hardest working man on Clubhouse behind 10K because, I don't understand his schedule already.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I don't understand 10K schedule either. He never sleeps, so. And I barely sleep myself, so if I'm telling somebody else they don't sleep, then that's a challenge.
Absolutely. I'll be trying to get a cat nap in every now and again, just a little nap. But I tell you, I get so excited. I really do, you guys, because I see the potential here. And I do still have a day job. I'm a contractor for different corporations, so I still have things that I need to do. So I'm in the background sometimes when I'm quiet typing and I have to jump on Zoom calls and make up for time losses. And, we're all juggling our schedules, but it's for the cause. It's for the people because we want to pour back into you what you've been missing, and Clubhouse has provided that opportunity here. I know that King J-Lo was here, and Bam was here, and Pill Method was here, and of course King Sean was in the house as well, and I think I covered the heavy hitters, but I said these are billion-dollar empire builders. I was trying to think of a different word, so I'll use the same word. Empire Builders. Oh, he just bought Empire Builders 10K.com, but never mind. You know, he always does that. But what I can say to you is, because we're in the room with Empire Builders, they're always looking at ways to help us, and that's why they're here. Don't you think they got better, deeper things to do with their time? But they're like, no, I'm going to make time for my brothers and sisters on Clubhouse because we're going somewhere. And I want to help push them forward. I want them to have the best opportunity. King J-Lo answered the cry, the clarion cry. I even contacted the head of eBay one time. This is back when you could actually call people. And I said, there must be a better opportunity, because I was doing my little side hustle thing when I was, you know, in grad school and selling stuff online and making good money. But I said, but this PayPal thing is holding up. Call you back, Mom. Call you back. But I need to be able to leverage the resources and put them back into my business, because I'm a grad student. I'm trying to pay my bills over here. But at the same time, I want to build something, and I'm trying to build a business, and I'm reselling things that I'm buying because I understand that software is a thing, and most people don't recognize high-end software. So I'm buying it and reselling and making a killing. But then PayPal is snuffing out my glory by stopping my money flow. We're going to put a hold on this so we can verify. Oh, that means you're going to hold my money, and I got to stop growth now. I got so sick of PayPal doing that. I have multiple PayPal accounts. They would freeze accounts for no good reason. I had them to send me, they had the gall, the unmitigated gall, y'all, to send me an email saying, well, because we can't validate who you are, after I had given them all of my contact information, and they had already validated it with another account, so I knew they weren't telling the truth. We're going to put a freeze on your account. Matter of fact, we're going to shut you down. I said, what in the Jesus is really going on? I contacted eBay, and they said, yeah, we've been having a lot of problems with them because we're fighting with them right now. I said, well, I don't have time for this. Is there another option? And they said, no. I said, well, as a power seller, and y'all know back in the day, power selling was everything. I said, as a power seller, I don't have to bounce because I gotta go on Craigslist. I can't deal with this. It's too much trauma. If payments had been there, y'all, I would not have gone through all that trauma. But King J-Lo said, I got the answer for y'all, and I'm going to build this thing. So on Juneteenth, I'm going to call it the hot summer of 2020, it was born. It was birthed. I'm so excited, y'all. The Lord dropped that into the man's spirit, and here we are with payments. And all y'all need to do is go to payments.com. Y'all get away from PayPal. You know, I always tell people, you know, they the devil. I said, because when I saw their business structure, I'm like, their whole business model is based on freezing people's assets because they ain't really a real bank. But they want to be. They want to be in control. Yeah, I was like, oh, something's going on over there. Something ain't right. I know that sometimes you think things are necessary, and it does take time for change. But when change happens, y'all, go and support it. Because I'm telling you, the stuff that PayPal has done, that's why I call them the devil, y'all, the financial devil. Because they have really hurt a lot of people's business. Mine was minor. I didn't lose a grip. I know eBay resellers who are in court fighting to get access to $500,000 that PayPal had just swooped in and froze. That is no laughing matter. That is serious business. And they just froze it because they felt like it. I feel like they just wait, like, okay, as soon as you get to this number, bam, we done froze you. Oh, yep. Now we're going to make some interest. And guess what? And when the person does get their money released, they do not give you a dime of that interest back. Payments will not only make sure that you don't fall into these dire straits, because you're going to validate your business. We're talking about having a valid, legitimate business here. So we're not going to deal with no fakery either now. We ain't dealing with no shenanigans. We want you to have your ducks in order. But once you have your valid LLC registered with your state, have your business banking account, and you don't have to go that route if you are still a solopreneur. You can still use your own information. But we do eventually want you to move in that direction. But once you sign up for an account, sign up for a personal account. Test it out. Validate the account. Don't just drop your information, start sending money. Put your address in there. Put your phone number in there. Validate the email. We want to make sure that you're legitimate so that money can flow through and everybody looks good and clean and nice and shiny and pretty like a new car. Then, not only that, when you send referrals, and you can refer out your family, friends, businesses, within 30 days, you will get a referral fee for every, and I'm going to be real specific here, every legitimate business or company or individual that signs up. When I say legitimate, it's about everything I said. Validate who you are now. Ain't no fakery going on, no fake accounts, none of those shenanigans. We are here in the 10K Cards House, legitimate people who are trying to spread the message of transparency and truth. TRUTH, truth. Tell the truth, nothing but the truth. So we want to make sure that you're successful, and then you can use their shopping cart. Then you can upgrade and put products in your cart. There's so many things you can actually do for free over at payments that PayPal be charging a whole lot of money for. I paid it before. So I can tell you, I might have got stuck on payments, but I'm stuck on payments because they are an answer to prayer for a lot of us out here who've been using PayPal and been hurt and wounded for a long time. I remember I got the PayPal corporate card, tied it to my business. I said, okay, if y'all got any doubt that I am who I am, y'all got my social security number, y'all got everything, okay? They still shut my account down.
Quincy, either he's absolutely loving what you're saying, or he wants to come to the stage and support you. But King J-Lo is here.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I saw him. He said, "What's up?" And he's traveling right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Just check.
Yes, the brother know he can jump in and interrupt me at any time. But I just got to tell you, I got shot from the mountaintop, y'all. He thebomb.com. His company is thebomb.com. No, it is not literally thebomb.com. It is payment. It is payment, y'all. So make sure you go to PEYMYNT.com. PEYMYNT.com. Or you can just Google it. Thank you, Queen. See, she always got my back. I love Queen Ursula. And I'm gonna actually turn over to her because I still need my coffee, y'all. Y'all can hear it in my voice. I ain't had my coffee yet. So I'm gonna turn it over to Queen Ursula. I love you. You're amazing.
Well, you know, we have a mutual admiration society going on here because I think you are amazing myself. So, we have a lot of people in here that have actually experienced what she's talking about as well. And I'm one of them. I started my payment account and my company is using it, setting it up for my authors as well. So I'm thrilled. And I'd like to hear your stories as well. So if we could move down and talk to Greg. Greg, share with us your stories about that.
Well, I'm not with payment yet, but I have referred it over to a couple of people. But so far, they seem, they like it. It's pretty straightforward. It doesn't have a lot of complication to it. You know, it's user friendly, which for any business owner, that's definitely helpful. I know he's working on some features that would definitely allow me to use it into my workflow. But so far so good. I do have to reach out to him because I know that he mentioned I got to send money to VAs in Pakistan. But we'll probably talk later on to get that going.
Yeah, I understand there's the card is in 37 countries or something like that. That's amazing.
Additionally, really quick, while we have Greg, sorry, you first, Shopify, then I'll go to Greg. You first, Greg.
I just wanted to share, good morning, everyone. Thank you for the space, this room, 10K and King J-Lo, but I want to share my story with PayPal. I don't accept PayPal anymore on my website because of all the things you guys were saying actually happened, especially during the pandemic when it started. Customer ordering $1,000 worth of products, and the money was being held, and you still had to ship the product out to the customer and not get paid. And then what happened is that some of the customers were saying that they didn't receive the product, knowing that they received the product. And then, that's money down the drain that you lost. So I just stopped taking PayPal altogether. I just don't have good experience with PayPal. And there's a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners that don't have an issue with PayPal. So just want to put that out there. It's not made up. This is real stories. I'm not being paid to say this. So I just want to share my experience. So thank you so much for the opportunity.
You know what's so beautiful about what you just said? And Greg, I'm going to come back to you in a second. But Jello, I want you to share the story you shared with me when you had the moving company, and let you know exactly where that why came from. I think this is important to hear. Share your why you started Payment.
Absolutely. So, to those that do not know, I own a few other businesses, but one of my primary businesses, which sparked my interest to get into the payment space, is my trucking company. We would do a project from California to New York, charge the customer $15,000, $20,000 for a move. Everybody's smiling, peaches and cream, sign off on paperwork, everybody's happy. 4 weeks later, the customer's filing fraud on the transaction. And that's not the easiest thing to prove. So, of course, I had one too many of those incidents happen, which sparked my interest to try to understand how do I eliminate fraud from my business bottom line. Statistically speaking, 5% of a business's revenue is a loss to fraud. So we built out the system to shift, and especially when you're dealing with card not present transactions. So that's online stores, sending out invoices. Those are card not present transactions. So the liability is on the merchant to prove X, Y, Z. So what we built the system to implement chargeback insurance on fraudulent transactions. And we shift the liability to the banks. So in the event that you send out an invoice, a customer pays the invoice, and weeks later they file fraud on the transaction, you, the merchant, do not have to worry about that fraudulent dispute. Of course, if your product's not received, all that good stuff, you still have to prove. But fraud is the one thing that businesses lose out on. And that's how we built out Payment. We started right there because of my moving company. We were able to implement chargeback insurance to our users. So that's the story that 10K is speaking about.
I love that because I ran into some people that I met on Clubhouse, and even though this is before I heard about payments, she literally was she signed a contract and everything. And in my terms and conditions, it says that you don't get your final product, like you don't get the full drafts of the logo until you send the final payment. She had approved everything, and then she stopped communicating. And I showed them that she stopped communicating. And this nutbag literally, she won the dispute. And I was like, how? How could she have won the dispute? And she's literally, I'm showing you she stopped communicating. How is it that she won? And even now, like I told, she tried to come back and was like, oh, well, I was like, so you're going to pay me another $100 just to go and dispute it again? I made sure that I threw her stuff in the trash and like,
did you ask her that for real?
No, she came back to me after she filed a dispute to try, and she was like, "Oh, I didn't get my final file." I was like, "In the contract, you have to pay your final amount." And she was like, I was like, "You have to pay the whole amount." And she was like, "What do you mean?" Acting like she didn't know that I knew that she filed the dispute. It tells me the name of the person that filed the dispute. Like, I'm not stupid. So she's like, I only owe you $100 more. No, you owe me $200 because you disputed the other half. Your system is fraud. Like, bro, ain't nobody got time for that. And I haven't had any issues with my payment links whatsoever. I ran a special on the Friday the 13th. People were easily able to go through there, get their product, and then I had a thank you note at the end. And like once they finished, they got their thank you note. It allowed them to be able to go through and click the link for their book Same thing is true, with that. I love it. It goes with your bank account. It works. And the fact that it's coming to a point where it's actually about to expand, where it's offering more, like I've never heard of a company offering escrow, and especially from a financial payment system, and the fact that he's about to start offering that, he's also allowing other people to join in to provide services for other entrepreneurs that he's actually going through and vetting and working with. So he's putting money back in the pockets of the people that utilize his service. And I'm like blown away simply because most people don't do that. Most people don't give a damn whether you make money on their platform or not, as long as they're getting some money back in return. So I believe it's a two-way protection. The fact that you're protecting me from these scammers out here, I'm gonna forever be a payments person. And as soon as you get your API, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Stripe because I'm not gonna need it no more. Because you actually protect me. If you're in the beauty industry, y'all got so much fraud going on. I know a lady right now who literally delivered a wig, paid $600. The customer paid $600, and she said the wig, she know where the wig is. It's on her cousin's head, but because she didn't have it, PayPal gave her the $600 back. Oh my God. PayPal gave her the $600 back. She said, yes, my cousin has the wig, but I don't have it in my possession. PayPal gave her that money back. And for somebody that's sitting here, you starting your business, $600 could be everything. It could be everything that you have. And I know what that feels like. Yes, you need to have terms and conditions on your website. Yes, you need to have all that, but it's something that we should not have to worry about as entrepreneurs. If somebody, starting off, if somebody's going to come back and be like, you know what, I need this money back, so I'm just going to file this dispute. I know my bank's going to give it back to me. We need somebody that's on our side. We need somebody that's on our team. And I feel like when I'm using payments, it's a team. It's a team. I've used Square Up. I've used Wave. I've used PayPal. And let me tell you about PayPal. When I first got on this app, yes, they give you a card and all of this, and I qualify for PayPal credit and all this other stuff. That's all fine, well, and dandy. But they literally, if you just start an account and you start getting money in there, they're going to hold that money. I only have $1,400 in there, and they held my money for $1,400. They were like, we have to check and verify if this is a legit purchase. So I had to go through, because it was a course that I was teaching, and I put a PayPal link on it. I had to go through and be like, okay, let me put a date on these. And then it took another 5 to 7 days for me to get my money. I'm in a position now where even with payments takes 1 to 3 days to get to my bank account. It takes 1 to 3 days. And Stripe takes, it depends on how they feel. PayPal, sometimes they like you, sometimes they don't. If you don't have their card, you still got to go in their system and operate like that. But again, you don't have the security. And I love the fact that I have security. That's number one. Number two, I've used applications where they don't help you calculate the fees. A lot of these apps don't let you calculate fees and put it on there where the cost of using the platform or whatever the processing fee is on the customer. It actually calculates that for you.
Cortesia, can you say that again? Because that's a big deal.
Yeah, the system calculates the fees for you. When you go through the system, it'll literally, once you put your price in there, right up under it, it's calculating the fees. And you can choose to check a box to add taxes on there, but it's up to you. I literally was like, when I use Wave apps to set up this tax business, and I'm about to switch this tax business over to payments, because I set her up on Wave. We had to go through and do the math bit by bit for what 2.9 plus 30%, 30 cent actually meant. We had to do it for each one, go in and program it in to each invoice. That took, first time we got it wrong. And we didn't charge the right amount. But then we had to go back in and revamp it to get the math exactly right. And Lord, I'm a creative. I did take pre-calculus, but only math I want to do is I want to count how many zeros are behind my 7-figure invoice. That's it. The fact that he does that for me, you're making it easier for me to operate in my wheelhouse. And when I say wheelhouse, I mean my will to continue on doing stuff.
So if I can amplify that, Shopify, so in the system, we allow you, the merchant, to shift the processing fees onto your customer. So let's say you're sending out an invoice for $1,000. Then on the invoice, it'll say $1,000 and 30. We'll shift that and charge the customer $1,030, wherein you get your full amount, the $1,000. So you have that option in the system that will automate processing fees being shifted to the customer.
Wow, that's a game changer. Thank you, Cortesia, for highlighting that. King Jailer, you never said that before. But I would say this: you need to hurry up and make it available, like for physical product-based companies. That's what I'm waiting for. You already know. I already explained to you. I'm ready, but I just need you to get it for the product-based people. We're waiting. So that's top of your list.
I want to jump in really quick. Sorry, Ellie, I'll come right back to you. Guys, I want to share something simple with you guys. When 10K cards started off, we had a few limitations within our service. But we kept upgrading to the point where we just added the payment logo on the 10K card now. So now we have the payment logo and we have the BAM.eco logo. Why am I telling you this? Whenever you get a chance to get involved at the early stage, get involved at the early stage. Because the founders are going to remember when we didn't have all the features ready, you were there for us. You took a bet on us. So as we grow and we increase the prices, you're going to be protected. You'll be grandfathered in. I tell this to people every day. We're doing a new launch again next month. We're offloading some new products. Prices will go up. But those who buy in will be grandfathered in at the price they got in at. So everyone is using the stuff. I'm waiting for the API. I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting for that. No problem. Keep waiting. But when it's launched, it may come at a different price tag, guys. And I'm telling you from a founder's point of view, for those who support us when we have limited features, we are more gracious to them when it's time to help them as we go forward when the prices are concerned. I just want to drop that point. Ellie, the mic is yours, brother.
All right. Thank you very much, brother. This is Mr. Ratatatata in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're hearing my voice for the first time and you have anything to offer on this platform that you need people to make payment, I think payment is the right way to go right now if you can. And two, if you want to consolidate all the stuff that you have going on at one place, you are not looking far from Fetch. 10K cards right up there. I don't know what can get any better. Like this collaboration is awesome. Right. With that said, so make sure you reach out to them. Right. That is what I can say to the room. But Jason, please get back to me in the back end channel. I would like to use payment for my Airbnb. I have to put it out here right now because I need to get in touch with you. And also I want to use it for some of my other websites. And also I have a community where I have people come in and talk. We meet every week, and I would like to have some arrangement to see how we can kind of market payment so that we can have everybody on board and we can all use it to the best of it, fullest feature as it's up and ready to go. My name is Ellie. I'm done speaking. I
got you, Ellie. I got you. I see your message now.
Can I jump in? And also, I just want to chime in on both the 10K card and payment platform. completely hear. I don't know who was sharing about the ease of operation and making it easier for me to do what I don't need to do. Like the landing pages, creating a link for whether it's for products or services. And at first I was stuck as far as how can I offer this to some of my clients that I'm talking to right now that have actually have service like a store or something like that, retail store. And one of the things that I think King J-Lo had talked to me about was if they have like, and I see this set up a lot in different coffee houses and different things like that, but if they have an iPad or something, they can have that checkout right there, and where the people can put their individual information, or they can shoot them an invoice right away. So whether they text it to them, email it to them, but they can get paid right then and there, because I have some of my clients that do trades and stuff like that. So we're in the process of trying to get them, all those things in line, but we've been talking to them about how they can utilize payment in their everyday businesses, however they're marketing their products. So there's ways that they can do it right now. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is with the 10K card. I've been working on changing some things with my platform, my websites, and the thing that has changed is some of my links. They continue to change. I had some typos and some things like that. But the thing that didn't change was my Bridget 10K card. So no matter what, if I had to change a link out or something to create more professionalism on the backside, my Bridget 10K card always represented the same. So I didn't have to go back and say, oh, don't go to this link, go to this link. Don't go to this link, go to this link. So instead, all of those things were put in one place, and I still look like I'm put together on the outside, even though I'm helter-skelter in the backside. So I just wanted to say, man, kudos to both of you guys. I see the platform continuing to change and add different things. I know at night, a lot of times we're talking about different things that might be coming down the line. I just the vision that I hear coming from you guys is just absolutely amazing. And like they said, that's a train that I think everybody needs to get on. This is Bridget, and I'm done speaking. Thank you, guys.
And Bridget, when you talk about vision, your vision comes with a story. When King J-Lo and 10K went through the things that made them develop their platform, we have to think about the things that they're doing and find ways to implement those for ourselves. Because the things that we've been through, we can use those to elevate and project ourselves to a different level. Because so many people are they're not elevating themselves at all. They're not moving themselves forward. They're not using what they need to do. It's fine to have that 10K card, but you need to network with the other people that have the 10K card. If you're not following other people that have the 10K card that are using payments, or to understand how it's used, and you're trying to keep it to yourself, what's the point? The things that we talk about in these rooms about building community, it's about connecting. Yes, it's about getting paid, but as a community, in order for us to elevate, and when I say community, I mean the human community, you're human, period. In order for us to elevate and get to a better place where we're loving on each other and caring for each other, we need money. We need money, we need connections, and in this day and age, we need technology. So there are some people that I know, they don't understand technology. You can get with somebody like Mr. Lashley, Mr. 10K, I do apologize, and get with him.
Oh, hell no, Mr. Lashley's correct. What's wrong with you? But I love 10K's Brandon.
But getting with someone like him who has a tech thing figured out, a tech part figured out. We don't have enough of that where some people are willing to admit, you know what, I ain't got it all together, but I know I need an easy way to make money. Period. That's why these these things exist. If you give somebody your 10K card implemented with a payments link, and you simply go there and say, hey, go to, I think my payment is Cortesia Oxford 10K. If you go to Cortesia Oxford 10K, you can easily go on there and you can book me. You can find me. You can find all my information in one place. People want the easiest ways to connect with you, the easiest ways to pay you, the easiest ways to be associated and to network with you. And if you're not making it easy for them to do that, and they got to go through and get in your DMs, they done forgot about you. If you making it complicated for them to have to go through and ask you 10 million questions when you can make a video and send it to Mr. 10K or Mr. Lashley, as he calls it, and have it put together. If you want to build on your customer service, the fact that on payments, when somebody takes a payment, it goes to an additional screen. PayPal don't have this. Square Up don't have this. None of these other platforms have. It goes to an additional screen where it sends them a thank you note. You can send them a thank you note with a card in order to be able to collect those things and keep it moving. You have tracking of your customers in these platforms and people you can connect and network with. People always say that your network is your net worth, and I believe that wholeheartedly. But you have to give me something to network with. You have to give me something to align with your faith and your beliefs. You have to give me something to align with what your business has to offer. And if you're still operating like you're a nomadic creature and you don't want to change, well, guess what? We changing. COVID done changed and transformed. It's now at Delta plus plus plus. And if you ain't willing to change and advance like a disease or like a
like Mystique on X-Men.
Yes, like a pandemic. If you ain't willing to change and transform like that, you're not ready. Everything we're talking about is about elevation. You need to be able to think bigger than yourself, bigger than what you currently have, bigger than your past, bigger than your nose, bigger than anything else that has happened before you got on the stage or in this room, and be able to propel yourself and will yourself to greater elevation.
We gotta get the branding doc a 10K card.
Yep, she have one. I'm getting the perfect name for her. The Brandon, you know what? The 10K Brandon, the Brandon 10K. Okay, the Brandon Architect. I want to find something. I probably have Cortesia 10. Are you okay with Cortesia10k.com or the Brandon10k.com?
You can do the Branding10k.com because I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody knows my name for real.
I love that. I love that. I freaking love it. I appreciate it. And the reason I recommended the Branding10k.com, you want to give someone the easiest way to find you. So the Branding10k.com will be your screen. I'm going to set up it in 10 minutes.
Thank you. And I love how you brought that together because guess what? I don't care if you don't know my name. As long as you're getting value, as long as you're able to move forward, I don't care if you don't know my real name. And everything else you'll find me at, you'll see me at the Branding Doc, the Branding Architect, or now on 10K Cards, the Branding 10K. So
that's what's up.
Alignments.
That's it. Also, just a quick public announcement, guys. One of our team members is hosting a room at 12 o'clock, and she's probably hyperventilating right now, wondering what the heck she's going to do. So what I'm going to do, Queen, I'm going to send either Ursula or Queen Tiffany to moderate the room with you. They're going to hold your hands. They're going to walk you through. You have nothing to worry about. Anytime we make a promise or commitment to anyone to be with them every step of the way, have no fear. Our words is set in gold, okay? So that's what it is. So whoever we had to host the room with at 12 o'clock, was it you, Carmen?
Yes, okay. Yes, it's me, and I am hyperventilating and panicking because everything is going wrong right now with me and my mom.
Oh, of course, with our energy, everything is going to go wrong. Whoa. Slow down for a sec. Let's start over again. Okay, that was a close one. Question to you. Let's give you a couple minutes really quick. What's your plan? What's your plan for this morning? Where are you at right now?
I'm in the car right now. I'm going to pull over. I have my iPad, and so I'm just going to start
Slow down. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna connect with Tiffany, and Tiffany's gonna take her time, and she's gonna walk you through. Is that okay?
Okay.
All right. So once Tiffany takes the time and she walk you through, you're gonna have everything you need to be where you are. So I don't want you panicking. No hyperventilating. We're here to offer a solution while you take care of those other parts of you're involved in.
Okay.
Sounds good. Tiffany, do I have your backing on that?
Absolutely. I'm about to hop on the line with the queen right now, pulling up her 10K card.
And let me
10K card now.
And let me jump.
Right, my number's right there on my 10K card. CarmenTenK.com.
And let me jump in, Karma, really fast. Also, if you weren't nervous, then that would mean you're too cocky. So all of us, I think we all get nervous every time we open up a room. So it's okay to be nervous. But the show must go on, and I think you'll do a great job, and I'll be in to support. I know we have a room scheduled for today as well, so I'll be in right before our room to make sure that you have my support as well.
Thank you, King J-Lo. Thank you, King Sean.
You are welcome, Queenie.
And thank you for the opportunity to speak.
Don't start now, won't be none, Queen.
Y'all crazy.
Carmen. Yes.
Hey, Carmen. Here, listen to some music that pumps you up before you go in the room. Like if you have that song, everyone's got that song that gets you going. It's like a silly little hack, but it works. Like listen to it right before you cue that mic, and go for it. There you go.
I got you.
There you go.
Will do, Greg. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name's Clarissa. I'm gonna ask a question.
I was gonna say one thing real quick. Carmen, fear and faith do not exist in the same breath. I love you. I'm holding on to you, and I'm asking God to increase your faith over your fear and to let you shine the light that He's giving you to fulfill your purpose for today. I'm asking that He holds your hand, that He allows you to be able to soften your breath so that you speak clearly, concisely, and give that power that He's already given you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, sister. And anyone else who would love to join me over, giving my room out of the How Money Works No Suckers Here Club. And I'll be on there from 12. We are talking about life insurance since this is September is Life Insurance Awareness Month. And basically the question I'm asking is, will someone suffer a financial loss if you were to become disabled or you died? And do you care? And that's what we'll be talking about today. And of course, it's going to be sponsored by 10K Payments, the Pill Method, and BAM. This is Carmen, and I'm done.
It's just King J-Lo here. I want us to get into the habit of staying in with time zone each room is operating in. Just because, all of us are located in various countries, various time zones. So let's get in the habit. What time is your room happening?
Thank you for that. It's happening at 12 Eastern. So in approximately 31 minutes.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Hey guys, here's another idea. Really quick. Here's a good idea from now on. Whenever we're mentioning the sponsor, we always end with BAM. Because whenever he ends a statement, he always go BAM. So when we read the list of sponsors from now on, let's leave it BAM to the very last one, and then you can mention and BAM.
I like that. That's exactly what I did. And I did that
started
because
it, Carmen.
I know
you started. That was good.
And he's in the room, and BAM.
Just for anyone in the audience that's feeling left out with a QR code, simply look at your 10K card, click on the button that says Scan My Card, screenshot, and then you can use that as your PTR. So, Michaela, if you do that, you'll have a much better representation on the on Clubhouse. Carmen as well. If you do it, you'll get, because if you cut out any of the edges, they wouldn't be able to scan your card. So if you click on the button that says Scan My Card, you screenshot your QR code, You can use that to PTR and you'll have more success. I'm going back in mute.
Speaking about QR codes, I thought it was genius. I don't know who said it. Was it Anthony? The other day, he said that he added to his wallpaper on his home screen, his phone, the QR code, tucked away in the corner. So people, whenever he's meeting people, he can just easily flip around his phone and they can scan the QR code on his home screen. So I think that's a great idea of people to implement, to add the QR code to your home screen wallpaper.
That was such a freaking mic drop. I'm about to go do that right now too.
Stripper. And also, I asked Sean earlier about that QR code in a high HD, high def quality. So I know there's a lot of agents and everything in the room. So if you have one of those magnetic signs that you throw on your car, and you want to print this on there, you can request it on your change form that you guys received or your update form, and request the high quality print version, and they'll give that to you so you can print it on a magnet, and you can print it on your sign that may go in front of a house or any type of marketing material.
Sean, you should actually do that universal. Just upgrade the quality of the QR code across the board, so then people can print it off and do what they need to do. That's Greg just mentioning.
I don't think it'll load as quick though.
Not only will it not load as quick, but it will take away from a business opportunity that me and Greg are working on right now. Because Greg is actually putting together a promo package where you can get to order the physical card, the QR code, the neck banner, and all of those different materials. Even the agents that normally put the signs out front with the A, the V, whatever they call that, we can now start creating all of those in a promo package. So one of the things I want to share with you guys in business is sometimes we will purposely leave a piece flawed so you can reach out and we can upsell you something else. Not in a bad way, but in a way to show you that, hey, we can also offer you this, this, and this. Whenever we do a promo version of a card and we send it to a client, we always make sure there's one defect on the promo card. Because if it's perfect, the client has no reason to reach back out to us. But if there's one flawed piece, the client is going to be like, hey, can we fix this? And then we can say, sure. Which one of the upgrade packages you want to go with? The basic or the premium? Back to you guys.
And I think, and there's also a little element to this that I'm not sure how often it gets brought up, but I'll bring it up just in case. If you decide to print this on a business card, make sure you print it on a matte finish business card, because if you do the gloss finish, it doesn't print right and it doesn't scan right. So the gloss throws off the phone. It's too reflective.
Well, let's get to the real question in the house for the YCEO. Greg, I'm going to need and 10K, I'm going to need the Louis Vuitton version of this card. Want to put that in the universe?
I knew it.
This is your question.
Yeah, this is Clarissa. I have a question.
Go ahead, Clarissa.
So I've just recently learned about this, and I was wondering, can someone give a quick summary of exactly what is a 10K card, why it's important, and why someone should use it?
May I go?
Yeah, who's that?
Absolutely.
This is Michelle, the computer lady.
Oh, there you go.
Now, this is a digital business card, but unlike other digital business cards, it gives the client access to everything that you do. I'm an author and publisher, but I'm also an instructor. So I have both my links to the website for my school, the links to get to my books, the links to other things I'm doing. I'm also a spoken word artist. So all these links allow people to know what you do and how to reach you. They can text me, they can email me. It makes everything in one step. And the layout is amazing, because when they see the layout after they scanned your card, they're like, oh my God, I need to get one of these cards for myself, because it tells them everything. You don't just have one link for one business, or you got to have 10 cards because I have 4 or 5 different businesses. I've got one link to all my businesses and a way to access me. This thing made me so excited that I just went to the Vegas Wireless and Prepaid Expo, and now I signed up 30 people there, not because I wanted to sign them up, because they saw how slick this was, and they were like, oh, I'm an IT professional. I need to have this. That's 10K. That's the power of 10K. It's moving you in a sphere. And just let me give you one more piece of information. 65 to 80 to 68% of all business cards get thrown away. They won't throw away your 10K card. It gets added to their phone. They have you. Another way for you to save money. I'm Michelle, the computer lady. Thank you for letting me share. 10K card is amazing.
I see that. I see that you're insurance, Clarissa.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
And for insurance agents, because I've seen, some come through here, and I've had a chance to look at their card. Basically, it's a one-stop link that can direct a customer to any one of your platforms, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, email address. They connect with you, and you could probably click on mine and you see how it's laid out. It's two boxes across, and they're stacked on each other. I know there's other formats that are out there. They don't load as quick, to be quite honest. Like, I've done the load speed test on this one versus other ones, and this one wins every time. And with the attention span being 1.7 seconds for a mobile user, you want that thing to load out quick, and so you don't get it bounced out or get a bounce rate. But for example, like insurance, if you wanted to have links on the bottom that said, book an appointment with me, there's just that one button. They don't have to go to your website and navigate through the whole site and click it. Or if you had, tip of the week or something, or a recent blog that you wrote regarding insurance for your site, you can have them click that. It helps drive traffic to where it needs to go. So think of it in that terms. Like, if you have a blog that you wrote that you want it to perform a little better, you want put that link to the blog on that 10K card. But there's the ideas that I've heard are countless for what you can do with this format, and they are effective. So far they're I'm surprised every day at what new thing comes out. But at its core, foundationally, it probably is the direction that people are going to find you. This is having a one-stop shop, like a convenience spot like that, is growing in numbers that people are utilizing. So this might be worth your time. I would consider checking it out. And I'd also think we have, who's in the room that can set it up? Sean, are you there? We can back channel Sean, and they can set up a free one for you, so you can test drive it, check it out, and you can let us know what you think.
I appreciate that so much, Greg. This is Clarissa still. Thank you so much for the information. I had heard about it. I tried to Google it, but you were able to really give me some very awesome information. Who should I back channel? And I will definitely be following up on that. My voice is kind of janky right now because I've been under the weather.
I would say the best point of contact is Ursula, right there, right next to me, to the top. And
I'll back channel her.
There you go.
Thank you
very much. I appreciate it.
And to Greg's point, I also know that one word means a lot. There are a lot of facets, a lot of pieces to insurance. So if you're having a conversation with someone about life insurance, you have
I can't hear you, Ursula. And
they don't have to search through looking for something to support the conversation. Oh, I'm good. It has a lot of different points to it. And if you've had a conversation with someone about life insurance and you have a button about life insurance, they can press that. Or if you had a conversation with someone about long-term care or PNC or whatever the various things that you offer, they don't have to look. They don't have to hunt and peck for what you want to share with them. So it's a quick way to get exactly to the point that you want to complete the conversation you've had.
Awesome. Thank you. I look forward to speaking with you, or through the back channel. Thank you very, very much.
And thank you for the question.
Really quick, Clarissa, we're actually working on a promo version. One of the words we don't use around here is free. So we'll do the promo version for you, Queen, and then after you see the promo version, you can make a decision whether you want to upgrade to the basic version or the premium version. And just to give you a quick rundown as to what that is, the promo version is going to say meet the 10ksponsors.com. So that's basically the 10ksponsors.com advertising on the card. And when you upgrade to the basic or the premium, we're going to remove that sponsor button from the card for you, and we're going to give you a custom URL. Okay, Quinn?
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We can't say free in insurance either, so $0 to you. Is that cool?
That's it.
But thank you for the promo.
You're welcome, Queen. Also, what I want us to do as a culture, I want us to eradicate the word free out of our vocabulary. The word free doesn't get us anywhere. But if we do a promo version, that's more of a collaboration. That word free has been like a pandemic hidden within the culture. We need to get rid of it. So let's use words like promo, collaboration, or limited edition, these kind of words. So let's abandon the word free, guys. We can't become wealthy by using the free ride. I've never met that before. It's called robbery. And I yield the mic.
Hi, this is T. I have a question for King J-Lo, if that's okay?
Absolutely.
Sure. Hey, King J-Lo, this is T. I have the payment website. I use it for invoicing, and I have a friend that is wanting to get it, but I'm trying to figure out what the easiest way, and excuse me if this has already been asked because I was kind of walking around and listening at the same time, but how do I find my referral link?
Just to confirm, did you register, and nice to see you, T, hope you're doing well. Did you register with the affiliate program?
Yes, I registered back when all this first started.
Okay, give me one moment. I will shoot me a message on the back channel, and I'll shoot you your referral link now.
You should be able to go to payments.tapaffiliate.com.
Yes, she may not be able to log in if she doesn't know her credentials for Tap Affiliate. So let me see. I'll pull you up by your name, and I'll shoot you a message on the back end.
Jason, you're going to have to change your website because it says create your free payment account now.
Oh, the free word.
We're free.
That's what I was going to, my next point was going to be, in my industry, we use complimentary.
So Tia,
I like that.
I found your link already, so I'll shoot you a message on the back channel, Tia.
I appreciate you, King. Peace. Thank you.
What to do, Jason? I want you to send me her link as well. We're doing a complimentary card for her.
Yay! Okay. I'm on my way.
Also, in fact, J-Lo, sorry. Send her your complimentary link so she can fill out that page, and then she'll be able to include her payment affiliate link and her pay me link if she hasn't set up one as yet. That's
Sean.
Sean, give me 1 second. Okay, whoever's that saying Sean, give me 1 second, please.
Hold on. That's Lorna saying that because I'm going to use her affiliate link for her 10K, and she's going to get my payment.
Yes.
Oh, beautiful. Hi, Lorna. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I was like, whoa, working on that on the back end.
Guys. Here's how you interrupt me. Money. Money. I would stop all the damn noise before.
Okay, then I was like,
explain to me exactly what it is, Lorna.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
So, let me see. Who was the young lady? Was it T? So what T is doing? T is considered?
Yes, we are. We live relatively close to each other. We do business together. Okay. So. She had sent me the payment link a long time ago when she first got it. Okay. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll hold on to it. But then when I started coming to this room on a regular basis, and then I saw her this morning, and we talk every morning. So I was like, hey, you know what?
before I sign up for payment, let me holler back at her and tell her to give me her link, and then I'll send her my link for the 10K card. And so that's where we are now.
I love it. So just to be on the safe side, Lorna, did you already sign up using T's link for payment?
No, I haven't done anything. That's why she's on here asking.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put her link onto her card.
Okay.
And once you get her card, you're gonna sign up for payment today. And T, are you ready to get your 10K card, the paid version, or the complimentary version works fine for now?
I'll be ready Wednesday, so if you want to go ahead and do complimentary until then.
Very good. So Jason, send her the complimentary link for payment. Have her fill that out and have the team get her up and running today.
Yay!
So we hit both nails in one shot. Sounds good. Guys, welcome to 10K Cards. This is what happens in the boardroom, okay?
And T, when you get a chance, just pull up your account. I want you to finish activating payments on your account. Many people, so when we first launched the platform, we didn't enable for individuals to collect credit card and debit card payments. So that came a couple months after we launched. So now you can collect credit card, debit card payments, ACH payments within the payment platform itself. So go to the option that says payments within your account, and you can start collecting payments within the payment platform.
Awesome. Thank you. I will take care of that.
Thank y'all so much. But since I have you on here, how do I can't seem to find I guess Lorna at 10K Cards. What is that? My referral link or something? So I can send it to someone.
I'm coming right there, Queen. 1 second.
Okay,
I'm putting in the order for T really quick. I'm coming right back to the Lorna.
All right, thanks.
Hello.
And good morning, everybody.
I have a question, if I could, please.
Go right ahead.
My name is Kay Rose, and I sell mostly I go to events. I have a business where I go to like pop-ups and things like that. So Michelle has highly recommended you guys, and I would love to know how can this card assist me when I'm out in the world selling my product.
You can utilize the QR code part, put it onto, and there are actually a lot of creatives, and I can send you one if you would like. Use the QR code on these little plates. It's like a creative plate that you would stand up, and people could actually scan the QR code and be able to link up with you that way. You can also have your payment link. When you have your payment link, like mine is, I don't know off the top of my head, but I'll pull it up. But I use my payment link, and I'm able to, number one, have that link I can send to anybody, or I will put it on a board where somebody can just type in the link. I use bit.ly to shorten it, and when I use my bit.ly to shorten it, it's like bit.ly / the branding architect pay, and they instantly type that in, and they're able to go from there. Like I can create a QR code for anything based off of that. So when you go into payments, you can go through and list your physical products in there. And when you list your physical products in their system, you just put the price in there just like you would anything else. The system automatically calculates payments, fees. You can go in and choose to add taxes if you would like, but I would use the checkout links for products rather than sending the invoice, because that would take more time from you, especially if you're going to be doing a lot of events. And how you would promote it even more is that due to COVID-19, we want to limit a lot of hand-to-hand contact. So we utilize QR codes for you to be able to scan with your phone so that you can go through. And once you go through and scan them, you can immediately see our list of what we have and buy what you need. Does that help?
It does. I guess one of you all will be kind enough to send me the information on the back channel, I guess is what you call it, so I can do my own homework and look into it. I'm definitely interested in getting one of those cards. I think I've been offered one already, but I'm not sure.
I just
I just back channel you so you know who I am, and we'll be in touch.
Okay, thank you.
And just to add on to.
Well, I was just going to say, for anyone in the room, if you need your promo 10K card, definitely you can back channel Ursula up there at the top, right next to 10K, and she could definitely point you in the right direction and get you set up.
Thank you. And I just wanted to add, too, one of the features that I absolutely love when I first got my card, because it was the easiest thing to do with the iPhone, you can airdrop your card to someone. So if you're talking to people at an event and they pull out a card or don't pull out a card, you can say, I'd like to airdrop my card to you. And when you do that, it's my understanding, I have to try this one myself, but that you actually make it available to people within 30 feet of you. Yep. They have the option of accepting it or not, but you've just reached a lot of people when you're talking to only one. I like that feature.
Sounds lovely to me.
Yeah, and the other thing, I always revert back to the first couple of days because that's the simplest for me. I airdropped it to my aunt, and she ultimately is becoming my client. But as she was driving away, she said, well, give me your email. And I said, I just did. It's on the card, 2 spaces to the left. I mean, two on the left, 2 spaces down. And she has it. And she drove her way, and I received the information that she wanted, just like that. Anyone else has any additional things that they would like to share with Katie Rose?
No, but your story right there just got me thinking too. If I'm not sure if everyone knows this, but the card is editable, right? So if you don't like the location, or you find that clients, are looking for your email address more than your Facebook page, you can move the order and send that one to the top. Send the ones that are most utilized to the top, or the ones that you're trying to push to the top. Like, let's say you have a YouTube video and you're trying to get more views to it. I'd put that thing on the top. Check out my latest YouTube video or podcast or whatever it is. But you can definitely rearrange it. You're not locked into the location of the tab or link.
So, K-Rose, in your back channel, if you go there now, there is something there for you. And you're allowed to tell us what you think.
I'm looking. 1 second, please.
Okay, you have to come back. Because sometimes people get lost in the wonder of it all.
I did when I first got it. Started checking the links.
I'll look at it more detailed later today. I working. I work from home, which makes it a little easier for me to be on Clubhouse. But I still stop and talk to people when I can. I definitely will take a look at it, though. My lunch break and everyone. I appreciate you. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome. But before you get off, click on it and at least look at what you have there. It might amaze you. All right. Anyone else with a question or a comment, experience that they would like to share? And I see someone would like to come to the stage, so I will pay attention to that for a second.
And we got Demetria that we brought up.
Yes. Demetria, you have a question or a comment?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning to everybody. I did the 10K card promo through I just back channeled you through Coach Austin with Austin Business Coaching, but I never got it set up. So I was trying to see if I could get it set up today if possible, or sometimes.
What's the name, Queen? Demetria. That's the name on the card, Demetria.
Yeah, I think I did put my first name on there, but I wanted to know after.
Right now.
Okay, because after I was listening to the branding architect talk and how she changed her name to Brandon 10K, I was wondering if I need to change mine to the notary prep like I have on here on Clubhouse.
Absolutely, yes. And one of the things that we do is we allow the client to taste it first. As the young lady said, we give you a chance to kick the tire, we give you the complimentary. And then once you see you're happy with it, then we encourage you to upgrade to the basic or the premium version. And item two that you choose, we get you complimentary. We get the complimentary QR code, the complimentary name for you. Sorry. And if you check in your back channel, it's loading up. Take a look in your back channel and share with the audience what you see when you get there.
Okay.
All right. While you're working on that, guys, one of the biggest things that I want us to focus on here, if your phone can bring you income, that is definitely that's definitely a worthy goal. Because if you have your payment processor in your phone where you can put the item that you're promoting, if you're promoting consultation, you're promoting a physical product, you're promoting services, you can create all of that and have it on your phone. So when you interact with a client, they can simply scan your QR code, learn about you, most importantly, go shopping with you. So if you're on Clubhouse, guys, or you have a phone, you definitely want to combine your payment and 10K card services. I'm going to unmute.
And another great thing is that,
thank you.
When you put that domain, can you hear me?
You have a question? Yes, go ahead.
I was going to say that when you put that domain out there and people start recognizing it, I know we don't like to say the L word, but the L word literally, it makes it very difficult. A lot of people jump to that platform just because it's popular, just because it's something that people from long time ago have. Even on the paid version of the L word, it's not giving you the ability to take payments. Even on their paid version, you cannot take payments on that platform. And if you don't know what the L word is, I'm talking about No, you
can call it, sir. You can call it.
Okay, Linktree doesn't allow you to take payments. It does not allow you to take payments, period. You have to go through and put a link in there to take payments. And why is that a problem? That's a problem simply because people want to pay you now. They want to pay you now. So when you go through and you gotta send them to your product description, then they gotta go and click a buy button or add the cart button and then go from there. That's not what's going on here. What's going on here is that as soon as you put a payment link in your 10K card, they're buying right there. They're buying right there. It's no extra pages. It's no extra steps. They did a study in 2016. Home Depot did a study. They wanted to make their stuff accessible to people on their site within one click. They want you to easily be able to find what you need and buy. You have to implement that same strategy. Using the combination of the 10K cards with payments, you're able to use that for your business. You don't have to be a corporation to get corporation stuff. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Okay, Pamela requested an opportunity to speak, and Pamela, I love your hat. So what would you like to ask, or what would you like to say?
Hello, you guys. Thanks for having me up. I just wanted to say I do have a 10K card. You know how you get that product that you love so much that you want to promote it everywhere and tell the whole world about it? That's my 10K card. So I need to know how you guys can help me as far as getting it out there and sharing it with everybody as much as I can. I have it on my Linktree, and I just heard her saying something about Linktree. So that's the one way I have it on there. But any tips, hints, or how you can give me? Sorry, go ahead.
The first question I need to ask: are you a premium member?
I am.
You are. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of taking action and making it happen, because you're positioned to earn money from these interactions that you have with people. I don't know if you heard when we were talking about being at conferences and what have you, and you can airdrop, and the brand was talking about QR codes, which you're seeing here today. But one of the things that I did, and as a test, and now I'm positioning myself to do it on a bigger scale, is I sent the link to everybody that was close to me and didn't say a word. Didn't tell them what it was, didn't call them. My point was, if they're that close to me, they should be able to click on a link without me saying anything. And they did. And they loved it. So now I'm going to circle back around and close them. And then take that and send it out to some of my dead email lists. I talked to Greg about the process of cleaning, scrubbing some of the lists, because I have tons and tons and tons and tons of emails from, because I never let them go once I got them. And now this will be an opportunity to reintroduce myself to them. Hey, haven't talked to you in a long time. Just thought you might like to see what I'm doing now. What are you doing? How are you? You know, something as simple as that can go to, in my case, a ton of people. So you could start with that, which is easy.
Now that sounds great. Yeah, I do video marketing for realtors, and I'm trying to figure out how to tie it in at the same time and not make, so because as realtors, they all really definitely need it. It's a product that they definitely should have, I think. It's because they all have all these different websites and they're all over the place. So this is a great product.
If they
do you have a YouTube channel? I see on your bio it says YouTube.
My YouTube channel?
Yeah, do you have a YouTube channel, correct?
Yes, I have a YouTube channel for where I promote real estate agents doing video marketing.
See, like that would be a good link to put in the 10K card. Say for instance, if you name that link, learn how to video market, for real estate agents or something like that, and then they could just boom, click it. You get the view on your YouTube channel, right? Because that's considered a view. So you would essentially be driving traffic to those channels as well to get a little more reach. I would also use it like if you have any listings, current listings. You can, if you have a certain web page that you keep them all on, you can link that to there. So it's like think of it as like a one-stop shop where they could just go to the different directions of your business, whether they want to go to the YouTube channel or they want to go to your active listings or apply now or set an appointment or 5 tips for home sellers. Like, you can get as creative as you want, but ideally it is a great mechanism to drive traffic to where you want it. And especially for YouTubers, the views equate to monetization. So the more views you're getting, the more traffic you're driving to it. You're definitely being rewarded on YouTube. Same goes for Facebook. Like if you have a post, every post has a certain link to it. The list goes on of things you can do. Or if you have a sample video, check out one of my sample videos, and they can click it and look at it. But ideally, it's just a great tool to be a one-stop shop, to send them off to wherever they need to go.
And what resonated with me when you said they have a lot of, whenever I hear the word a lot of, that simplify their lives. And that could be the approach that you take. Something that simplifies their life, and all of us are looking for simplify our lives. So that's what I thought. Does anyone else have something that they can share with her that would be helpful?
I will jump in here. There's a lot of different realtors that are utilizing the 10K card, and
I'll tap in on everything that has already been shared. But I actually like, and I'm still looking at adding the property entry form. I actually have some different landing pages that I use as far as for my sellers to get a CMA or offers on their home right away. I also utilize it, so I market all of my different real estate, whether I'm looking for my real estate investors, whether my sellers. So I have a link for each of those. In addition to that, I think it was Anna. I don't know if she's still on the stage. She's not, but I'm actually looking to do what she's doing. She has a link on there that's similar to our Clubhouse sponsored link that actually links off to all of her vendors, and she actually has her vendors paying to be on her card, and then they get their own card, and she also have them basically purchasing cards for her additional realtors that come on. So there's a lot of different ways that you can tap in and utilize the card. It's just finding out what best suits you. Coming to this room is open 10 o'clock every day, 10 o'clock in the morning and 10 o'clock in the evening. And you get people sharing how they're utilizing their 10K card in their business, whether it's real estate professionals, insurance people, you have people from all different backgrounds, even nonprofits. They have, Anna also has her nonprofit on her card where they're able to donate. And I know a lot of times realtors are heavily involved in community or community give or nonprofits and different things like that. So that's another thing that you can put on your card and also get them involved as well. So stick around, continue to hear the stories, and check out other people's cards. Everybody pretty much here has a card. If you go in and click in, first of all, to connect with us, follow everybody on the stage, tap into their Instagrams, check out their 10K cards and see what they might be doing that you might want to add to your own card. I'm Bridget, 10K.com, and I'm out. Thank you, guys.
And those of you that promo card yet and would like to have one, you can go to 10ksponsors.com and get one for yourself. Okay. I know what I was going to say. One of the things that I'm using the 10K card and payments for is that it has motivated me to change my onboarding process for my new authors. Whenever I sign a new contract with someone, now as a part of the whole package will be a landing page that has payment processing for them and their and I'm to marketing that book with 10K. So it now makes sense for me in what I do. And as you evaluate what it is that how you can incorporate the that they make sense for you, because nobody knows your business better than you, but they can certainly support you, and these tools certainly can. Any other comments so far? Valley, how are you this morning or this afternoon, I guess it is, and tell us about your experience.
Give me a minute. You talking to me? Give me 1 second. I'm wrapping up a call. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm sorry. Okay, bye.
Bernadette. Good afternoon. Are you there? And would you like to share?
Hello. Did I hear my name?
Yes, you heard your name.
Alrighty. The question was, how's my experience been?
Yeah, and how do you use the card or any of the other products?
Okay, how I use the card is actually coming back and relearning some stuff. So I use the card as my avatar on my Zoom to talk to people. I use it to solve problems of entrepreneurs on other platforms that they are asking How do they get a? They ask about a digital business card. I use it as a conversation piece as well. And so I've actually just been in the Zoom, and my the people that were participating saw the QR code, and they asked, well, one person said, "I see that you do blah blah blah," and it was, how did you know that? Because of the QR code having all my information right there. And I hope I answered the question. One final way I did use using the card is when I'm on an interview for a podcast. And the question at the end of the interview is, okay, Bernadette, how can we reach you? I asked the host if they wouldn't mind or if they could edit in my QR code. And so therefore, that famous question of how can we reach you, or where can we find you on social media, I've actually closed a podcast interview with that, so they can see that all that information right there conveniently. So I've used it that way as a piece to represent myself on a podcast. That was in the UK, by the way, so they actually liked that concept.
Wonderful. What that reminds me of too is that a lot of podcasts, and well, we want this to happen, podcasts and YouTube presentations or appearances is what I want to say, will stay around for quite a long time. And we're changing all the time. And if I give them the link to Sulatu Publishing, because that's what I talked about that day, then that's all they have. But if I give them Ursula10k.com, then as I have other things that I'm working on or want to highlight, years later, somebody will be able to get it all, as opposed to go to that link that may be dead by then. You know? So
that's a good one. That's a good one, Ursula.
Well, thank you, Greg. But, that's one. And I thought about that because I sent out an email when I first got it to a lot of people, and because I put it under in my signature on my email. And I went and revamped my card. I went back to one of the emails that I sent, and I know this is not rocket science. I know this is how it's supposed to work, but I wanted to see it. I clicked on the link that I had sent to someone else, and lo and behold, it was all new and fresh. So that means emails that will be around for eternity will also be updated, and also always be current, regardless of how many years later somebody click on that email that they saved for whatever reason. Nikita.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am doing well. How are you?
I'm fine.
I am just listening, and I had spoken with Sean, I think on yesterday, day before yesterday, and I was asking a whole lot of questions, and what he said is, I'm going to ask the ladies to do a tutorial room, because there's so many things that I'm still not grasping. And I hope I'm not by myself, but yeah, I want to be able to utilize it to the fullest extent. And I hear y'all throwing out different things as to how we can. But I think just doing a room on start, from the beginning to the end on how to just make the best of it, for not only for ourselves but for the people that we're sharing it with that may ask questions as well. And one of the things I was curious about, you mentioned the drop. I think you call drop ship. Is that what you said? Airdrop when you're in the vicinity with a lot of people. So those people do not have to be in your contact list. These are just people that you're in the vicinity of.
In fact, you're hoping that they're not in your contact list already, because what you were wanting to do is share it with people that do not have it, so they will then have it. And that feature is on iPhones. So the QR code is for Androids, as I understand it too. So you have both tools that you can use. And someone was talking about once you set this up, I think Greg said it. If you have a video or something that you want to share with people, then that might be a way to introduce yourself to those 30 people or the people within 30 feet of you that just received it. And they would be more inclined to accept it, because they do not have to accept it.
Right.
You want them to.
Okay, so the video would precede their airdrop.
No, Greg, you might explain what you were talking about there. It's a link. Was it you that talked about it, Greg?
Yeah. So if you the airdrop is the feature that drops the card into the surrounding audience's phone. So if you're giving some type of speech, or you're at a conference, or some type of social gathering, which is rare nowadays.
Right.
But you could airdrop it from the iPhone, and you can actually airdrop the 10K card, and it'll go to other people's phones. They can choose to accept it or decline it, but it is a way to get your name out there in a social setting.
Okay.
If I can expound on that, Greg, this is key. As an iPhone user and as an airdrop user, often, I will say that most of the times they will accept it, because if they're nosy like me, they can always delete it if it's not something they want. But most of the time, if I get an airdrop from a random person, I'll accept it, look at it, and then decide if it's something that I want. Otherwise, I'll delete it. So most people will accept it.
Thank you. That's good news. Thank you.
Yeah, that is good information. So thank you very much for sharing. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna start using it more often, and yeah, I think it's an awesome. I've had it for a couple of months now, and I've sent it out, but I know I'm not using it to the fullest extent. But thanks for sharing.
Okay, to your point though, going out on a limb and make a commitment. Within the near future, we will have some materials, or we will have a training session of some kind, based on what you just asked, that will do just what you're saying. I totally understand the value of having a consistent way to present something. I like that too. And there are things that I don't know right now, to be perfectly honest, but the best way to learn something is to teach it. So in order to teach it, I've got to make sure I know it, And so that's a good opportunity for all of us.
Hey, Ursula, this is Valley. I'm just on a break from this call still, but I just wanted to jump in and talk about the airdrop. I mean, I love the airdrop feature. Let me start off. So I know you had tried to reach out to me a few minutes ago. So my name is Valley Sears-Jones. I'm here in the Dallas market. I'm a realtor, investor, and a short-term rental operator. And I just love my 10K card. But just to jump on about the airdropping, everywhere I go, all day long, I'm dropping my airdrop, my card. And I have not had one person that's, act rude to me towards doing it. And I actually, when I do it, if I'm in line at the grocery store, I kind of look around, excuse me, I got a little cold. I kind of look around just to see if I'm seeing people look down to see if they got it. I mean, and a lot of times it happens. People look up and they'll look and I'll smile, they'll smile, and I'll be like, hi. And I just go right on in. Like, hi, my name is Valley. I know you just got my airdrop, my digital business card over to you. I'm a local realtor here I live in Mansfield, Texas. So if I'm in my area, I'm a local expert realtor here in the Mansfield area. And I just wanted to share my card. So if you know anybody that's looking to buy, sell, or invest, please let me know. And they'd be like, oh, like, the market is crazy. What do you think about that? And it just sometimes just starts a whole another conversation. Or, oh, I like your card. Like, I don't know, I'm in insurance. Like, oh, great. And it just starts a conversation. So, I'm just that out of the box kind of person. I don't care what it is. I do what it takes just to get my business out there. So, and it's just such a great, quick feature that you can hit up 20, 30, 40 people really quick, just depending on how many people pop up. So it's a great conversation piece. I do it at the bar. If I go out, some of my friends will have a drink, and I picked up leads that way. A lot of times. I mean,
damn, Valley, gangster. You know what? Good thing I don't have an iPhone. I have an Android, but if I had an iPhone, I'd probably be doing the same. You go to McDonald's and you're just like, boop, airdrop.
Boom, and I'm just waiting, and I'm looking, because I'm waiting for someone to look and then look up and kind of look around, and I'll just use my fingers like, hey, and then the people be like, hey, and I'll be like, yep. I was like, I was like, did I start or you know, whatever. It just people will have a conversation. Now I've got a couple people kind of that look like weirdo. But I'm like, okay, and I just keep it moving. But anyway, I got
that's a good way to screen them too.
But absolutely, you should use it, and I'll be back.
That's a good way to screen them too. But I tell you what, you made me think about when the first time I used a car remote lock. You know, with the key to your car that you push a button and it locks. So it's a kind of a cheap thrill, or it was, when you're walking away or you're approaching and you press it and nobody knows who you are and where you are, but you see people looking at your car, right? And you can remain incognito. It's just, but to make it more relevant to what we're talking about, it is as easy as pressing that button. That's my point. Is that when you lock your car the next time, just think about the fact that you could have pressed the button and shared it with a whole lot of people.
Yeah, and you know it's pretty slick because this type of technology, you know, the 10K card kind of fits in, because if you are going to get that one chance to airdrop something into someone's phone, you're going to want it to be the most as possible, and having it be something that has all your information in a nutshell on one page, like, is ideally what you would want to send. Because if you send a website, oh man, like I don't know, you know, they could get bored of it. They may not like the color scheme. I don't know, but having it be something like that, like a 10K card, would just give a nice snapshot, all in one piece, all in one shot. And that's interesting. But what Valley done, I'm impressed for sure. It looks like we got two new people in the room too, Keith and Solex. So excited.
Keith, you were here yesterday, so you've had a chance to experience 10K for yourself. What do you think?
I think it's amazing. Right now, I'm not a business owner, but hope to be in the very near future. This is definitely something I'm interested in.
and somebody else answer the question. Somebody do this because
reading your new poem that won't be there the whole time because you're going from, say, a landing page, but the button stays the same. The poems that they get to experience can change. So they keep coming back, and you get a chance to engage with them on an ongoing basis. That's just a thought.
Yes, I love that idea.
Do you ever do live readings of your poems?
I do, yes. I'm more of a spoken word artist, just pushing myself into publishing, but I'm more of a spoken word artist.
You know, the spoken word channels on YouTube do fairly well. And, you know, every view that you get, you know, once you hit 1,000 followers, you can monetize, right? And they'll pay you per view. You know, the 10K card would ideally drive traffic to get that view. You know, so it's like your 10K card's probably a machine that's getting people connected with you, it's making you money, but it's also making you money by driving traffic to YouTube, you know, because there is a couple spoken word channels that I follow, and, you know, even though it's maybe like 5 to 10 minutes, it's generally something that gets a complete playthrough. And for YouTube, they love that. They love it, they love it, they love it, and they reward you for it.
So that's like a gift that was given and received. I shared with SoulX, and Greg, you just gave me a great idea. I have a lot of poetry that's been published, and I know how the YouTube thing works, but it's a lot to go out there and put a lot of material out there. But I can read a poem every now and then. That's pretty cool. Thank you.
There's one that I follow, and I'm trying to get to it, but it doesn't take much, especially with spoken word. The fellow has like he's in a room that's dark, you know, the lighting isn't great, but it gives just the right amount of lighting for the ambiance that he's trying to give. And, you know, it didn't take much. Took an iPhone, maybe a lapel mic that, you know, they're like $5 on Amazon. And he just presses record and goes at it. The editing is probably the first minute of it, you know, when he presses the button, and the last minute of it. And done and done. You know, there's not a lot of production that goes in behind it. Because people are really going there for the magnitude of it. You know, I go there for, sometimes it just blows my mind, but rarely am I concerned about the backdrop, the production value. So for spoken word, it's definitely, or poetry even, like it's probably a good little machine. Just to have like you said, maybe a daily or weekly, or, you know, maybe do it like a bi-weekly reading, you know, poem of the week or something like that. But, you know, the ideas can go on and on.
And I'm sorry.
SoulX. I mean, like I said, I was wanting to tell. I'm excited for SoulX. I invited her to this to the room because she's one of the people that was in that Zoom call I mentioned that saw my QR code and asked me how does it work. So I'm excited that she finally came through. But that I finally invited her, and I just was wanted to know what was she thinking so far because I didn't know this. I know her from the business side, but not this side of her poetry. So I'm excited for her, and I just wanted to welcome her, give her a welcome officially from me since I dragged her in here to come hear about this exciting card. So this is a result of somebody that was in a Zoom call with me, asking about the QR code, and I told them about it, and they still wanted to learn more. She's so serious with it, y'all. It's been a couple of months. So with that being said, she's still interested in. So I know now being here with you all, the 10K family, is basically the deal is sealed. So yeah, Ursula, I had sent you a back channel to let you know.
Yeah, I was in the process of trying to respond, and then I heard her voice, and I said, "Oh, that's good."
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt, so I was basically doing a back channel, letting you know that I was going to bring somebody up, and you know, I'm the quiet one here in the 10K family, so I wanted to speak up without speaking up. So SoulX, welcome, and it's nice to meet you as SoulX. So what do you think? This is exciting information because Greg is, I don't know him that well, but I'm learning him. He always has these great ideas, and I see he just pulled you right into the spoken word world possibilities with this card. This is Bernadette. I'm excited for you, Solex, and I am done speaking.
And well, thank you so much, Bernadette, again for continuing to teach this in my view. Thank you, Greg, for those ideas. I'm going to definitely get that YouTube channel up and running and start. But I'm so excited. My name is Lisa Dunn, but I use So Excited for my poetry venue. So I'm going to move on this. It looks really very user friendly. It looks like it's applicable to the other businesses that I'm in. And thank you, Bernadette, so much for inviting me today. I'm so excited, and I'm speaking.
And also, with that YouTube channel, you'll have ways for them to pay you for your book, for your private access to the things that you hold special. It's a whole lot of wonderful possibilities. And it also, one of the things that I did when I was traveling from Florida to North Carolina, driving, I put YouTube on and binge. I didn't watch, listened to someone that I was interested in, and that very well could happen for you. I mean, that's what it's really good for, is when somebody's on a long haul trip, that could be the way that they're introduced to you and follow you and love the work that you're doing. So, Bernadette, make sure that she has the proper link, and then we go from there. Okay, Coach RM, would you like to say something this morning or this afternoon?
Hi, Ursula. Happy morning. Yeah, I'm just enjoying listening here from especially your experience about using a 10K cards. What I love for 10K cards is this. But most of my clients here in the Philippines, especially here in the island, they make a tarpaulin, announcement, tarpaulin that you can put your product. What they do is they put their QR code in there. No, so once they put their QR code in there, the client just scan the QR code, and then they will see the details, no, the important details or essential details of the company, no, and of course, even if they're close, they can check. For example, you have your schedule in your card, no, your operation schedule. So they can go back, or they can contact you, or you can also put a inquiry button, no. um that's what I love to 10K cards. And of course, it's easy for me to present myself to other people because I only have rm10k.com, no. And guys, I just want you to know that of course, I have a show also here in the Philippines. I call it Kapihan Karunungan Kwentuhan series, with the people here. I interview professionals, managers, and so on and so forth. So it is sponsored by 10K cards. All right. What's good is we can now easily present our products to people in just one scan, or just saying their like myself, rm10k.com, and also clicking the link, especially when they post it on Facebook, YouTube, or well, other than that I would like to share is the rate us on Google, because Google is the number one platform that you can do to easily for you to for your business to be seen on a big platform, no, when they search it on Google. So that's what I love for 10K cars. Thank you so much, Ursula, for asking. I'm done.
And thank you. I'm looking for something to share. So if someone else can also share the comments while I look for this to share.
see Hugh down there. Hugh, are you there? Hugh.
Hey,
check in with him. Go ahead.
While he was coming up, we can also I know you're all on board already, Lisa, aka Soul X. I wanted to ask, do you have any more questions? Greg, did you want to go into where you can talk about the different types of cards and everything? I think Lisa's definitely Soul X is definitely the premium card person, because definitely she's a mover and a shaker. But can we go over that with her different types of cards? Or Lisa, do you want to know about the different types of cards we have? Because I just sent you a link in the back office for your premium card.
Yes, I absolutely do understand.
And in fact, that was one of the things I was searching for, to get the exact terminology on a couple of them. But the first two levels that are available to you is one as a user, meaning that you get all the value of having a 10K card, and that's the basic level, and that's $100. And all the things you heard us talking about, you could do. You can run your business. You can speak to your passion, share your passion with others. But if you want to benefit from that which could monetize your passion, then you need to be a premium member, or have a premium card, I should say. And that is an extra $200. So for $300 total, you can have both the use of this new technology and the ability to earn money. When you share your card with someone and they get a basic, then you get 20%. If they get the full premium, that's you go from you get about $60 when someone actually gets a premium card. And when you get on board and you have a room where you're on Clubhouse and you're now speaking just to what you do and what you love, and sharing your wisdom, then if you have 10K as a part of your name and you have a premium card, then you can have your room sponsored, and that means you get paid when people come through your room and purchase any one of the products that are among the sponsored companies, that being BAM, payment, and the debt elimination program as well. So it's set up to monetize that which you love. That's the way I look at it. And those are the first two entries. And there's some additional things that are diamonds and that I still have to look at a little bit closer to be able to share exactly what they are. But the two that will get you started are basic and premium. And premium is the best.
Okay, thank you. I'll circle back with Queen Bernadette, and we'll get rolling with it.
All right. And then, once you've done that, you have access to something that is amazing. The people that run the various companies that were mentioned are rock stars in this industry. And we are connected with them on a level where they are concerned about your individual success. And that's amazing to me. When you get a chance to really understand who Sean and J-Lo and Bam, I remember his name, Franklin, Byron Franklin, and Don, when you realize the heart that they have in making this a success, and that you are a part of this history that's being made. And I do.
We lost you, Ursula. Can anyone hear her?
No, I think we lost her in the Matrix. Now her mic is muted, but it didn't go right before that.
Yeah, we lost Ursula. But yes, and another thing to add to what she was talking about, when you do the premium version, you know, you get that, I guess, affiliate capability that you can utilize, the room sponsorship. What I kind of like about the room sponsorship is that I can lean into them to fix problems, right? Because if they, like, let's say you're you're an affiliate for, let's say, the 10K card, and there's a problem with the 10K card. You could probably go into one of these rooms and get it fixed for your friend that you referred it to. I've seen it happen in these rooms. I've seen it happen with payment, with BAM. So, you know, having that, I guess, access on standby in case you need it, I don't know. It's definitely worth it for me.
Absolutely. And for those of you that are new into the room, what we're talking about is a digital business card that you can use to share your business, your nonprofit, your whatever it is that you would like to communicate to others. And we also heard about the fact that you could do that when you're socializing. But it is also a way to monetize what you do and just enhance your business in general. If you're interested and you would like to get a promo card, you go to 10ksponsors.com and enroll in getting and sign up for that. Okay, put your information in and you will get one. Now, if you were brought here by someone, then you go to them and make sure you have their link as well. Okay. All right. Did I miss anyone that would like to talk?
I was looking for Hugh. Did you hear from Hugh today?
No.
I'm sorry, I'm in another room, y'all. Hugh is over there. Hey, baby. Okay, let me get back to the room.
She's crazy.
It's just a bit noisy over here. That's all.
Okay. You're doing construction, aren't you? You're in the mode.
I'm logos. Today's a great day because I'm just busy doing what I love doing, making stuff, creating things, and I was just polishing up an earring. I have an order for someone in Brooklyn, well, 2 persons in Brooklyn. So I'm polishing up their earrings, making sure everything is right and, just right for them. And I've just been doing a lot of growing over the past couple of weeks. And just making sure I'm implementing the knowledge and information I've been getting from rooms like this. And from amazing people like the YCEO, yourself, Greg, and everybody that has just been, sharing with me. So, because the goal is ultimately to make this business, Morgan Ferguson, a multi-million-dollar international company. And essentially what I do is I create unique jewelry, it's bespoke, custom made, and my aim is that every woman will feel like a goddess wearing my jewelry, because that is how I've always seen my mom and my sister and my grandma. I'm just inspired by women. They are my superheroes. My first superhero was my mom and my sister and my grandma, and it's in the DNA of my business. Morgan Ferguson is an amalgamation of my grandmother's name, Morgan, and Ferguson is a family friend who her story left a big impression on me. So that's why it's called Morgan Ferguson, because women have always inspired me. And not to say that I have not met amazing, men that have been mentors, but I just always gathered inspiration from women. So that's what I do. I serve women. I also recently have been gaining clients as a graphic artist, because I'm currently doing a logo for a company that's but it's a startup company. A wonderful woman from Bahamas reached out to me. I showed her my work. She said, "Hey, let's go." And I've been just enjoying this whole creation process and building. So I hope I'm not talking too much because I'm a bit excited, but that's what I have to share. I'm not a premium member of the 10K Club as yet, but of course, I will be doing that because when my business is making all this money, and I'm sorry, for anyone who would love to participate in the unique experience of having Morgan Ferguson jewelry here on the stage, I will grant you 10% of your purchase. So that's all I have to share right now. And thank you very much for letting me share.
I absolutely love your story, and it resonates with me in a couple of different ways. My company's name is Sula 2, and it actually is a salute to my grandmother. Her name was Ursula, and it's short for, Sula is short for Ursula, and I am Ursula as well. So the company is Sula 2, as in Sula also. Wow. And so that is special to me when you said that. And I have a question. I have jewelry that could be melted down and made into something else. Is that something that you do?
No, not at this point. I do not have the equipment. I primarily, because my operation is very small, it's just myself. I use crystals, wires. I would be looking to expand, do more in terms of designing and creating more ornate and have casting and molding. But presently, that is not something I do, and I will not tell you that I do something and I can't fulfill it. So I'm sincerely sorry I can't serve you that way, but I can create something for you that is unique to Ursula, bespoke and special for Ursula, that I can do.
And that sounds wonderful to me. Even just to have someone say that they did that, that's special. Everybody wants to feel like they're special. So I think that's great. And using the 10K card, maybe you could have share those special moments that people are receiving their gifts or their jewels, I should say, not gifts, but jewels.
I have not found the way that I can leverage the 10K card as yet. There are certain things that I have not figured out entirely. I'm really a creative. My wheelhouse is creativity, and I'm really learning about the business side and marketing. I do have experience in marketing, but I don't know enough about it. I just don't know enough to leverage a 10K card so far. The only thought I do have is whenever I go into a room, or if I have the 10K card in my bio, it would also help me to be identified by persons in the 10K community, which will be like, I guess, a welcome mat in some ways, or a welcoming, because it's like a network tool. Other persons in the 10K network, if they see me, it gives that trust, a legitimacy. So that's one way. But I have recently changed my handle for Instagram, so I need to have my 10K card itself updated with that and a few other things that I would like to see. But I think primarily for me, because I don't have the premium membership, I really don't. I don't know if I'm able to really maximize the the full use of the card itself. So the goal is to make some money that I can upgrade to premium, and then I can find out more about leveraging it for my business.
Absolutely.
Because I do graphic design.
So utilizing it, you can maximize it, but benefiting from it is where you need to upgrade, because then when you share, you can earn, and it supplements the passion, the joy that you have in making the jewelry that you do. So, and then you are able to offer it to your clients as well, and use payment for them to be able to pay you, and you can earn money from them paying you twice, one from the straight price and then from whatever affiliate program.
Okay, honest. I really am grateful for that, and I'm just here learning and really trying to implement as I go. So I really am. I really thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for the question and for commenting.
And thank you, Greg. Thank you very much, Greg, because you've shared a lot of very, I have my website now, so there you go.
I know. I was going through it as you were talking. Did you set up a Facebook shop yet?
Oh, no. I just set up myself.
No, that would be the next item on the list.
Okay.
Go to Facebook. Yeah, go to Facebook. Oh, if you have an account, start a business page. And, when it asks you for the category, just hit, e-commerce. And it should fill out, or not fill out, but it'll take you to the correct page set up for a shop. And you can actually run that shop off Facebook as well. And they give a lot of features, and they're starting to, I guess, invest money in the whole shop element. So go on there and set that up. It's free. So.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Excellent. Definitely. Yeah, I can't sleep on that one. it's I call it open source resources. But I really appreciate that. I didn't realize that was there.
And link it to the Instagram account. So, once you set it up, they're owned by the same company. So you want to link it together so the data, is pushing around and people get push notifications. Like if they like it on Facebook, and then they also have an Instagram account, they log into Instagram. As Instagram users will know, sometimes you get that notification that pops up that says you liked this one on Facebook. So that helps kind of let the machine push traffic to you. And anytime you can do that, you definitely want to lean into it.
Definitely. Thanks a lot, Greg. Thank you.
And thank you, Hugh.
Thank you, Ursula. Thank you very much.
I invited a couple more people up. Tracy, would you like to make comments or ask questions?
Yes. Hi, Ursula. Hi, everybody. My name is Tracy. I am from New Jersey. I just stepped into your room because of the title. Got my attention. But then when I got in, what you guys are talking about, it's interesting as well. But I have no clue. Never heard. I heard of a digital card, but not 10K. And a friend asked, "Do you have your digital card?" And I just casually said no because I don't. But I don't know if she was talking about this card, because this sounds. I've never heard of this, but it sounds very, very interesting. So I just wanted to know, would it be useful for me as a mobile notary? Is it useful, or do you have to? I don't know. Have to be at a certain level? I don't understand. Can anybody just get this, and the benefits? I went on to the website you just talked about and tried, to go for the promo. But I said, well, let me hold, because let me look at somebody else's to see how they're setting hers up or whatever. But it's very interesting. So I'm very curious and would like to get to the premium, but I need to know a little bit more about how it could benefit me and my business.
Ursula, before you go into this, I just want to say, Tracy, the name of the company, that is a good one. That is a good one. I love it when the name has character. Love it. Rise and Sign Notary. Come on. Come on. I'm calling them.
Thank you. All right. So with that, what we're going to do is we're going to set up a promo version for you. So sometime before the end of the day, just look for it. Back channel me. I'll be proactive. I'll back channel you. I'll just say hi so that I can keep you up front. And then we'll get one to you before the end of the day.
Jen.
Okay?
Kasi important to be humble.
Okay.
May naputikan ng marunihan. Sira na ba? Buhay mo, kapatid. Isa na sabi mo, Lord, bakit ang bata pa niya na kinuha mo?
If you have Linktree, you're going to love this because it has a lot more features, more than Linktree. It also has better than Linktree. There's a lot of different benefits. I don't want to bore you with the details, but I'm a techie, and on the techie side, I definitely approve. But play with it. I recommend you play with it. The features are a lot better. The layout is a lot better for the clients, and we'd love to hear what you have to say about it. Once you get it.
And I'm just the opposite of you. I'm not techie. But I mean, there's so many different things out here. It's like, I know I can't do it all, but I'm willing to learn this one. And what is get paid for modding? Like, that's what I'm like, modding. It took me a while to even know what that was. I guess that's moderating your own room. So I had to break it down. So I'm not judgy, but I'm so interested.
Just to share with you about that, I had my first room session yesterday, and it was really wonderful to open a room and have a wonderful discussion about the things that I'm passionate about, and talking to people, but also knowing that there were companies that were sponsoring me, and that if anyone buys one of the products, I get paid. 10K is one of those products that if you are a premium member and you have one of these rooms and you're moderating one of these rooms, you can point them to your 10K card or let them know that you have sponsors in the house and they can support you by supporting your sponsors. And they follow you to help you. They come in the room, they pop in, and they're real people that will engage with your audience to pump you up, and then you also will give testimony to the use of their products as well. But they do the work. And so as you proceed with telling people about the things that you do and the values of your services, then that conversation can be supported by the products that are in this group, that being payment, BAM, and the pill. So what is that? What are they? Payment is like a PayPal on steroids. I mean, they're further reach, better service than PayPal. I mean, there was a whole discussion this morning about the value of payment versus PayPal. And so just to let you know what it is. Then you have a debt elimination, debt ICE. Okay. Anyway, he helps you eliminate debt, and that's one of the programs. I have a visual in my head, PILL or ICE, and it's all about getting rid of debt. And then you have BAM, which is like an Amazon, and you have access to people buying products and services through them, and you getting paid. And I think I got it. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying it all sounds interesting. I'm listening.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you'll get to experience it sometime today. Just know that will happen, and usually I like to hear when people see it for the first time. But okay, sometimes that doesn't happen. But you will enjoy it, I'm sure, because it was just a wonderful thing when I got mine. Just a wonderful thing. And I see that Kofi is in the house, and I know she can wrap it up and tell us all in a nutshell what this is all about, because she just did something really terrific for us. Kofi, would you want to give it a try and share in a succinct fashion what we were about?
Oh, God. I'm sorry. I'm at work right now, so I'm not going to be in my succinct fashion. But I have my first customer that is in the audience, Sharia, and she had a couple of questions that I wasn't able to answer, so I pinned her in the room with us.
Okay, great. And the timing is wonderful because it looks like 10K is back at the house, and for two reasons.
She owns a med spa in Atlanta. She's a registered nurse, and she's also in the Forex and stock part of life right now, transitioning from doing traditional nursing. So she is really getting it done. And I told her about the card yesterday, and she got it, and she was like, "Oh my God, it's just the airdrop feature for me." So she's fired up about it.
Thank you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
She has some questions though. She's in the audience. Her name is Sharia.
Oh, there she is. Okay. Sharia, I have just invited you to come to the stage so that we can hear what questions you have. And Sean, are you in the house? King Sean?
What's up, guys? I'm right.
Okay.
Talk to me.
Two things. Tracy Stevens is someone that we would like her to have a promo card. If you can put one of those together for her, she's ready for it because she's doing some great things. And then Kofi has someone that is here with wanting to know more about what we do as well. That's Lisa. So there are two people that are ready for you.
Awesome. All right. So Tracy's card already got sent in to get the promo version done. Let me see. Lisa. Did you mention Lisa as well?
Yes, Lisa.
It's Sharia.
Oh, Sharia.
She had to take a call. She had to take a call.
Okay.
Kofi's in the building. How are you, Queen Kofi?
Hey, love. How are you?
I'm great. First off, love the commercial that you did. Second of all, I think what's her name? Tiffany. I think Tiffany's making some edits because we want to include Dawn the Pill Method and Ursula. When we're speaking about Dawn the Pill Method, let us remember to list Dawn as the last sponsor, so where she can say 10K cards, payment, the pill method, and BAM. Because we want her to accent that BAM to make that his signature.
Okay.
Okay. So we remember that. Also, you know what, Queen Coffee? I'm gonna put you on a call later with Ursula and Tiffany, and then we can just go over everything because we have someone also to play the music in the background.
Okay. Perfect.
Now here's another thing. I already got your client.
Yes, sir.
No, I don't think you heard me.
Oh, wait a minute. I got to get off this other call. Is that Queen Coffee over here?
Wait a minute.
Jesus
There we
Christ.
go.
Oh, the woman herself. Lord have mercy.
Okay, so let's do it right now. Tiffany. So when you're doing the new commercial, let us mention 10K cards, payment, the pill method, and BAM. But let her use the accent, the BAM method. And whenever we send a list of sponsors like payment, we always use payment, yes, payment. Because we want to access that payment, yes, payment feature. And we always mention BAM at the end of the list of sponsors. Sounds good?
Amazing. Oh, I got Queen Coffee's contact. I'm going to reach out to her too.
Okay, so that's that. And also, Queen Coffee, as I mentioned, I already secured your client.
So I'm going to give you a call and give you the small details on it, and then I'll put you guys in contact with each other.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and one of the things, here's another thing I can do for you, Kofi, that's going to give you a really, really good headline on Clubhouse now. Whenever you're asked to introduce yourself, one of the things that you can do, you can put a commercial together. And when they ask you to introduce yourself, you can play your commercial. And in your commercial, you can mention, we also make commercials for famous brand on Clubhouse, like 10kcars.com. The reason I'm sharing that with you, I know how much we're investing right now in promotion marketing. And when you're mentioning that you're the one who's making the commercials for 10kcar.com, everyone with a 10kcar.com, you'll get their attention.
Okay.
Okay, and then you'll now become that commercial authority, because I'm going to co-sign with you for what you've done.
Okay.
Okay. How does that sound?
Application for a sponsorship?
Say that again, sorry?
You said you were going to send me an application for a sponsorship or something the last time you talked to me?
Oh, this is easy. Let me see the team. You haven't done your
Matrix. Okay. You're in the Matrix.
You link already, yeah?
You in the Matrix.
We didn't hear you, 10K. Oh, yeah, he's in the Matrix.
Let me see if it's my signal. A quick question now. Oh, okay, one second. Quick. Yes, sir. Let's do it really quick. I'm coming right now, guys. I'm coming out of Matrix now. Let me see.
Okay, we didn't hear much. I think you were switching from Bluetooth speaker to Bluetooth.
Yeah, we didn't hear anything you said at all.
Yeah, he must be in a really, really bad spot. Try it again, 10K.
Alright. Wi-Fi.
Oh, he's doing something.
Still any camera? Oh, all okay.
Yeah, I'm about to come out of the other meeting. We're almost done. He's actually between two meetings because we try to support our queens and kings in here by being in their room as well. So I'm over there. It's in my earpiece. Thank God for multiplication of equipment, because I don't know how I could do this otherwise. But yeah, he's over there, and I just, now that she's going down the list and concluding the starting to wrap up, now we'll kind of jump off.
So,
yes, sir.
Can you guys hear me?
Absolutely perfect.
Beautiful. Okay, just got Wi-Fi. Okay, so Kofi. Let me see. Kofi. Yeah, no, I would never leave a conversation to run to another meeting until we're cool with that. So I'm putting in the order for Kofi's sponsorship package right now. KOFFE 10k.com. All right, so sponsor. All right, so Kofi, I just put in your sponsorship package. So before the end of the day, the updates will be made on your card. Okay, Queen? Oh, Kofi.
Okay, I'm here.
Yeah, so I just put in your sponsorship package. By the end of the day, it will be automatically uploaded on your card.
Okay.
And then once it's on your card, at our 10 o'clock session this evening, we're just going to give you a quick run through as to how to go about using it.
Okay.
Okay, Queen, sounds good?
So you said it's a 10 o'clock session tonight?
Every day we're on 10 a.m., 10 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Eastern? Okay, so it's 9 o'clock. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So you're going to see the update on your card this evening. And yeah, once you come to the house, we'll show you exactly how to navigate using it.
Okay.
Okay, Queen. Any other questions?
No, and my girlfriend, she's the one I was telling you about. She's a registered nurse, and I told her to go ahead and get the affiliate program card. She signed up with
Damn. So she signed up with you already?
Yeah. She had a
You're not playing.
Huh?
You are not playing, young lady.
Oh, I'm behind. I need about $55, $60 more.
There we go. That's what I'm talking
about. Queen Coffee, send me your email too, Queen, on the back channel. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right, y'all. I got to get off. I'm at the office trying to. I'm in sales by day and sales by night. I'm an insurance agent during the day.
Oh, you handling that money in all areas. Oh, you got us covered. I love it. Thank you.
Got to get the money where the money resides.
Yeah, I know that's right. Get that bag.
And hold on to the bag. I am working towards not having to get the bag, but the bag getting me.
Now, see, we need to open a clubhouse room based on that there.
Hold on to it so we can open up a room.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Bag to get me. I'm sick of going to get the bag. All right, beauties. I'll see y'all tonight.
All right, Queen.
And congratulations.
I'm back to you. I'm fixing to get out this other room too because I'm multitasking. It ain't working out so well.
Yeah, I can relate. Trust me. At this point, I think what I'm going to do is share what happened this morning for me that is a byproduct of using 10K card or finding 10K. I followed someone into a room, and it's one of those high-powered type rooms, and they were talking about something that was really passionate to me. I mean, it really resonated with me. So I raised my hand, and they pulled me on the stage. And I ended up asking a question that led to a 30-minute conversation. And also had an opportunity to use something that we were taught just last evening. And we had this long discussion last night with a lot of heated back and forth. I'm not going to go down that path, but what I ended up doing is when I entered the room and raised my hand and they brought me to the stage and opened my mic, I simply said, thank you, and the person's name. This subject is really passionate, or really resonates with me, and I would love to share with you my thoughts. So I then told them my story, and when I ended, I said, when I found Clubhouse and 10K.com with Sean, and that I came into the room because of a woman named Pam, that I knew I was in the right place. It just, everything was right. Everything was in order. And that worked. I gave respect to the person as I walked in and honor to the person that I followed. And it was a great conversation. It was all about how we found our passion. And so what I did is I told them how I found mine, and that was when I crawled under my grandmother's bed as a 5 or 6 year old and pulled out letters and old photographs and lock of her sister's hair. I became obsessed with what happened with these people and their stories and who were they. And Grandmama talked to me about this person and talked to me about that person. And that's who I am today. So I love the whole idea of finding your purpose, because when I realized that I was on the same path from that point until now, I realized that I was who I am. I'm the same me internally with the same passion. I love gathering information about people today so that they can share with us the wisdom that they have, the experiences that they have. It was just great. And the lesson last night positioned me for that. So 10K is about communicating via a digital card, but also the lessons learned as we come in and out of these rooms at 10 o'clock and 10 o'clock, 10:10. Just thought I'd share. Okay. Kenyatta, are you there?
I am here.
So, what?
I like the way when you said that, she said, I am here.
I promise you, life throws some things at your way to recalibrate you and make you think about stuff. And I promise you, I just feel so blessed. And I'm just enjoying hearing Ursula and Tiffany do their thing. And I'm going in and out of rooms with Carmen and, still getting what I need to get and all while doing work. And it's just, I'm loving having to juggle it all. You know what I mean? I'm loving being able to juggle it all. So when I say I am here, it's so much behind that. So it's probably coming across. But yes, I am here.
Basically, she just said, y'all, I am present and accounted for. Bam!
So, do you have something else to say, Kenyatta?
No, go ahead. Okay. What's your question? What you need from me? I'm here.
Well, we were talking about getting paid for modding. What are your thoughts about that? What are your plans?
Okay, so the way in which this is set up was just heaven sent. I didn't get the chance to meet Bam. I didn't get the chance to really, craft a relationship with him. But because of the relationship he has with Sean, he's extended that grace and that opportunity to us. And so that just goes to show what networking can do for you, and also what we have in Shantae K. And the fact that this man comes up with something every day is like, and first of all, it makes my crazy seem, not so crazy, because I'm watching his wheels turn in real time. But I have to say, he executes at like the speed of lightning, and that I have to get better on. So how I choose to implement the sponsoring opportunity is going forth with my room. Once I can actually, have a time spot that I feel will be most beneficial for those whom it will serve, then yeah, I'm definitely going to utilize the sponsorship affiliate programs. But I'm already active with 10K cards. I'm already sharing that. I'm not delaying on that at all. I'm not delaying whenever I have the opportunity to explain payment to someone. I'm not delaying anytime I get to talk about debt cancellation and the concept that Don Peel method has taught me. I guess the missing link before I really want to go full-fledged ahead is to learn more about BAM. And so I was actually trying to pop in his room, and I couldn't hear a thing. Sometimes that happens on Clubhouse. So, so that's where I'm at on this journey.
It's Queen Ursula. We can't hear you. Oh, you got a connection problem. Okay.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I was calling out to Melissa in case she was in a position or would like to say something at this point. Okay, so go ahead.
Hey guys, this is Dory.
Oh, hi Dory.
Sorry, I'm kind of in and out, but I just wanted to share something. So I decided to put a little post into my Instagram showing my card, because I do have the Dory10k.com on my Instagram. But I was like, I don't know if people are still going to grasp that. So what I did was I took a snapshot of my card. It took like 2 snapshots to do so, and posted it and kind of say, hey, you want a digital card? You can go and look at my post actually. But and I put that in there, and then I got some people saying, what, Dory, what are you doing and stuff. So There are some physicians that I'm friends with, and I'm kind of like I've shied away from even talking to them about it, but now they're kind of reaching out. So I would suggest, like, if you just kind of want to help people, to maybe do that. Take a snapshot of your picture, snapshot of your card, and then put it into a post. That's all. Thanks.
On that note, just this morning, I realized that I had a missed opportunity, and I was in a room, and they did a snapshot and put it on LinkedIn, and it was a real good group to be among. I mean, I was thrilled, and I reposted it. It hit me like a ton of bricks this morning. It was like, oh my God, I didn't put Ursula 10K in there. So I went back and updated my LinkedIn, including my profile, so that 10K would show whenever anybody goes to my LinkedIn.
I don't have it on my LinkedIn now. Tell about it. Okay, thanks, Ursula.
Well, thank you. You made me think about that too. But all right, so we just have these opportunities and these ideas just pop up as we listen to each other and as we realize that life is changing for the better with the card, and the opportunities are there, and we just have to acknowledge that they are there. And I even had the gall to send the link to Sean without the 10K on it. And I went, did I really do that? Did I really do that?
Ms. Ursula, I also want to motivate individuals that don't have a business, because I don't officially have things rolling in right now, right? But I will say, since I got into 10K, it's kind of like, okay, Dory, getting this mind frame, you want to get this thing going, go, honey. But also, individuals now is like, what are you doing? So now I'm like, oh, shoot, now I really, really need to do it. So I would even encourage individuals that feel like, you're out of place, like maybe this isn't for me, this is too much for me. This might be a motivation to push you to do what you need to do and stop procrastinating. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. And the card is about sharing information. And what information is up to you. If you have a charity, or if you have a concept that you want to get out to people, it's all about just being able to facilitate that in the easiest way possible. So it doesn't have to be about a business. Now, I'm going to really step out on a limb. If you're a grandmother and you simply want to carry your grandchildren around with you, you can do that too. Now, I'm joking, but I'm not. Some people just out there enjoying life, and they have no pressures at all, and they simply want to talk about family. And it could be that each button has a different child and what's going on in their family. Whatever. That's their new brag card, a brag book.
Wow, you gave me an idea, Miss Ursula.
Well, yeah. I mean, it simply makes it easier for us to do what we love, whatever that happens to be. Yeah. So, Lorna, how are you today? Lorna, are you there?
I am. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good. How's everyone? I hope everyone's doing well. I'm excited because I was talking to Sean in the I don't know what y'all call it, the chat. That's how you know I'm not computer savvy. So yes, okay, the back. What is it? Back what?
Oh, I started to say backroom too. It's the see, now I'm having the same issue.
The back channel.
The back channel.
And I'm getting myself together. And you're right. Whoever was speaking a little while ago, now that the card is active and I can send it, it does make you a little bit accountable because I have, I have the adoption agency, but I have a couple of other things in the works, and I wasn't really doing anything. But now, let me back up. Last month, no, June, I think it was, I hosted my high school reunion, and 40 people showed up to my house. Lord, I was like, oh my God, all these people in my house. But then I was like, hey, we're all on a page together. Let me get this 10K card together and shoot this card out. So now, while we all were talking, people are asking me questions about it, and I'm like, good Lord, help me out here. So all you guys are talking, and I'm trying to type all the stuff in the chat. So thank you. Thank you for your indirect training, rather. Everyone who's asking questions, I appreciate it. Can y'all hear me?
Oh, and I'm talking too. I said, and we appreciate you too. I'm actually trying to copy and paste something, and things keep popping up in my face to share with someone.
Okay. I live in the boonies, so sometimes the service isn't that great, and sometimes I'm talking to myself because the phone call has dropped or whatever I'm doing has dropped. So when everybody gets quiet, it makes me a little nervous.
Yeah, I understand because it's happening to me right now. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. I am attempting to get something for someone that's in the room to share with them. So that's why I'm distracted because I want to get it to the person. Okay. Copy.
Ursula.
Yes.
I want to say I received a card and it looks really awesome. So now the question is, how do you utilize it? I heard Valley talking earlier which excited me when she said she was in a grocery store and she just popped off and sent her cards out. Like, I was like cracking up when she was saying that. I'm like, that sounds like me. If you're in a restaurant, you just look around and get people's reaction. But the card, whoever did that did a phenomenal job on setting that up that way. Even with my picture, that was awesome. So now, what do I do? How do I utilize this?
Okay, so just know you're the person I was trying to copy and paste and do, and somebody, hey, this is how teamwork works. Somebody got it in there for you, and we get to hear your first reaction, and that's a precious reaction for us because we're so proud of what that experience is. And now, what do? Think about the next time that you need to share your information. Make sure that you think of the card that you have. And if you have an iPhone, you simply airdrop it. If you have an Android, you can get your QR code and let them scan it. And you can copy and paste your link into a message. The next message that you send to someone, send it. And you can actually send it to as many people as you want and get their reaction. That'll let you know right there. You simply say, hey, this is my information. I just want you to have the most recent and make sure that it's up to date. And that's how you start. Make it useful to you today. And when I say start, you can start right now. Your next interaction with anybody that you come in contact with. I went into a meeting to present a legacy wall to someone, and she was wrapping up a meeting with another person. And she started talking, my client started talking about me to this third person. And it would have been rude for me to stop and just give a presentation to that person. I just couldn't do that. So I said, okay, thank you for sharing that information. Here's the rest of what she's talking about. And I airdropped my card to her. That's it. That's all I did. And in a moment, that person had everything I do in an instant. And I didn't know him from Adam. But with an introduction like I had gotten from my client, I was not going to miss that opportunity.
Wow.
So I wasn't going to do it. That sounds hot. And so, where do you store this at? I know it came through on my Instagram.
Well,
so that you have easy access, quick access, so you can do those things that you just mentioned.
Well, two things about that. You have a longer link because this is a promo card. Now, when you I just know you're going to do it. When you upgrade to a basic, then you copy and paste that link like you would any other link. When you get a premium card, you get a short link that will be extremely easy to share with people. But it's just like any other website link that you would share. I put mine in my signature in any email that I have. Anytime I send any communication out, mine is Ursula10k.com goes with it. That's my signature.
Okay, awesome. Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. And congratulations and enjoy it.
Thank you.
Any other comments?
Oh, yes, Queen. I'm sorry, I'm not attached. The other Queen is on my system right now. But I just wanted to make sure that everyone knew just a minute, Leo. I just want to make sure everybody knows that we are actually, and I learned this after talking with another 10K card holder, Queen Carmen, that when people click on your promo card, because a lot of people don't know this, when they click on your promo card, they are able to use that card, and it attaches your affiliate link to that promo card. And if, let's say, they just stick with the promo card and they just don't upgrade or anything, but they continue to share that card with others, that affiliate link that you created with them, because they have not shared, they have not set up their own affiliation with us officially, will still have your promo card attached to it. So let's say someone they shared it with decides to buy a card. If they fail to take action, and here's the leverage on those who are not getting a premium card, if they fail to take action and they share it, we get that 20%, not them. So it skips them. So that's why it's so important for people to follow the steps and upgrade to their premium membership and then register for that membership, because you don't want it to skip to the next person in line. So that's something I was on the phone discussing with the Queen this morning, Queen Carmen, and I said, thanks for letting me know. I'll make sure I drop that in there, because these are different things that we need to make sure that we're setting out there so everyone understands how to use the 10K card. So, and that's very important. Thank you, Queen Ursula. I appreciate it. I yield the mic back to you, Queen.
Sorry, this is Dave. You guys know that you're getting a commercial from me, and I have a version for you.
Dave,
Do you want to hear it? Never mind.
Hold on. Dave, call me. This is not the stage for that. Let me call you.
You know what? That's fine. I'm out. Goodbye. Thanks.
You never let someone come in here and take the stage, people. It doesn't matter who they are. 10K is the only one that can come in here and do that. Because I'll tell you something. I don't care who it is. You come up in here and you disrespect our house, that is not okay. I don't know what's happening, but I will call and I'll see what's going on. But what I can say to you, I spent 2 hours working on Dave Leo Baker's stuff today. 2 hours of my time putting it together. But what I can say to you is, Queens, and 10K has taught us this, don't let somebody come up here and take your stage. And when they come in hot, it is okay to give them some cool-off time. Because what you ain't finna do is come up here and be unprofessional. Because we have created a space of peace, and it is all good, and we can all talk to each other, okay? And it's all good, y'all. And I'll go figure out what's going on with Dave. He's coming in hot, and it's going to be fine, because we don't believe in hurting one another. I don't care who you are. I'm the same. Meet me in the grocery store. Meet me on the street. I'm the same Tiffany. All right, Queen Ursula, here you go.
All right. So, this is family. Cherie.
Hi, Ursula. How are you? My name's Sharia.
Sharia.
Coffee
Yes, Coffee introduced me to this morning, and so I signed up. And the question that I have is, I wasn't real sure what it was. I mean, I trust her. We've been friends for over 25 years, so I did the free trial. But I'm ready to upgrade. So do I have to wait for the second?
Glory to God. Oh, hallelujah. Praise Jesus. Yes, come on to the altar, Queen. Oh, yes. Love it, love it, love it.
Serena, I'm going to give me a call right now. That was the most beautiful thing I heard. Do I have to wait to upgrade? Oh, hell no.
Yeah, ready. So do I need to wait the 7 days, or is there a way that I could go ahead and upgrade?
We're working on that right now in the background, Queen. I'm going to locate your card. In fact, let me see. So I'm gonna have you send me the text message now, because I have to make sure you pay through. You're gonna pay through the Queen's link, and you'll send me the receipt so I can make sure I take care of bills. So in fact, let me make it better. Queen. 1 second. What's your cell phone number?
It is 678 232
2398.
Yes.
All right. Okay, I'm texting you right now, Sean. 10K.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
And just in full transparency, what's going to happen, we're going to do the upgrade in the background. You're going to use Kofi's affiliate link. And then the reason for sending the receipt of it, because I'm going to make sure I compensate Tiffany and Ursula for the transaction taking place on their clock. Okay, that's in full transparency, guys. So I just sent you a text message, Queen. Yeah, just send you a text message with the rest of the background.
Okay, thank you so much. Appreciate you.
You're welcome. Okay. Also, guys, anyone that took down her number while she was speaking, she will sell you something if you text or call her. Public disclaimer: she will sell you something if you text or call her.
Thank you. So, Queen, the wise CEO.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much. What else is going on in your world this morning?
Well, since I got up at 8:30, I spent a couple of hours working on Mr. Baker's stuff, because I want to make sure that our back office has everything together properly, because there's a lot of disclosures, and I just want to put this out there for you all who are working with artists. You have to understand that sometimes there are contract requirements that have to be met. So you have to make sure that you're sensitive to that. So making sure that everything is in order, just so that when, the information is out there, they're not the only ones in connection. So just wanted to make sure all that's together. It's been sent over to the back office, and it may take them a little longer to produce, but they are. And then Mr. 10K and I are getting the legal docs together for him, because, Mr. 10K is really busy in the mornings, going through modding several different rooms. I'm amazed at his capacity. And I hope that one day when I grow up, I can be as fabulous as he is. Going on with all these different rooms. I'm getting better at it, but I'm not the best at multitasking yet. So, I can work in the background, but to talk and work at the same time, like to walk and chew at the same time, oh my goodness, I'm working on that. So I had to get some legal stuff from him. And of course, when you need official legal stuff, you got to go up the chain. You might have to contact your lawyer. You might have to do a lot of things to get that. So I just got what I needed, because, people are really busy out here in these streets. And so now I'm getting ready to upload that to our system so that we can pass it on and keep it moving. And as you saw, we had a conference with Miss Coffee herself, who produced the piece, and we got to get with her to make some updates. And, we're going to keep it moving, because in the creative space, we all under pressure. So, we all had to walk with some grace, all of us. Thank you for asking, Queen Ursula. And I'm actually about to jump out of Queen Carmen's room, because she's closing it out.
Great. All right. So, hi, Queen Coffee.
Oh, we talked her up.
Yep. So, you want to share with her what you said about it, and just in a second, and then she can pick up from there?
Oh, absolutely.
Good things are happening for her today.
Thank you, Queen Coffee, because we've had a lot of moving pieces with this amazing vision that you have so graciously shared with us. It's powerful. Oh, somebody's calling my name, y'all. See, this is what happened when we multitasking. Hey, Queen Carmen, I'm back over here in the other room. Yes, in the room. See, I told y'all I was not making that up. We're moving. Keep it moving. Queen Coffee is actually at work at her day job, and she's multitasking it well. But what I was saying earlier is, you have just dropped some wonderful blessings upon us, and we want to make sure we do it right. So we have to go through our little channels and make sure all the legal stuff is wrapped up. Make sure folks are getting credit. Gotta run it by the folks that we need to, and Mr. Shantin K is the hardest working man over here on Clubhouse. So we have to make sure that we are sensitive to that as well, because he still has a business to run and a family on top of that, Right. So we're making sure all those pieces are together, and we're working in the back office, in the back channel, making sure we got the legal stuff wrapped up, and he and I are going back and forth with documents. And then Mr. Baker, who has graciously offered to add to this, is he needed some things as well. And so, we're doing our due diligence, because the one thing we're gonna do in this house is we're gonna do things decent and in order, and we're gonna have to go clean up nothing. See, that's why I don't like pressure selling, because if you don't give me time to get with my people, then how can I make a decision? So, there's people for people for people. We all got to cover our bases, because what we don't want to do is create a collaboration that's not going to help us all. Right. And we want to, yes, ma'am, come on.
Yeah, I just dropped the nugget in the other leader that's here, that hangs their license here, and I sent her Sharia's. I didn't want to send her mine because I don't want them in my personal business like that.
Amen.
So I sent her Sharia's and told her about Sharia's. She said,